Yo, it's your boy Ryan, Northwest Sports Fanatics, back at you with a new video. Today is Sunday, June 30th, 2024, with your boy Ryan and the Northwest Sports Fanatics. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Smash that like button either now or on your way out. Donate to your boy if you can. Cash App $ ORION NWSF or the YouTube Super Chat right here. We got some Sunday afternoon baseball for you. The Minnesota Twins versus the Seattle Mariners. Game number 3 in the set, the rubber match. We're going to get first pitch here in about 10 minutes. So let's cue up the music, take a look at the thumb, and we will get into the starting lineups. Let's go, Mariners. Let's try to win this series. And on the thumb, on the left, we have Carlos Correa. And on the right, big dumper, Cal Raleigh. And let's start it off first with the visiting Minnesota Twins. Leading off for the Twins, playing shortstop this afternoon, Willie Castro. Batting second, DHing tonight for the Twins, Jose Miranda. Batting third, playing left field, Trevor Larnach. Batting cleanup, batting fourth, playing third base, Royce Lewis. Batting fifth, playing first base, the former Mariner, Carlos Santana. Batting sixth, the MVP last night against the Mariners, center fielder Byron Buxton. Fantastic game for you yesterday, young man. Batting seventh, playing right field, Max Kepler. Batting eighth, playing second base this afternoon, Austin Martin. And batting ninth, catching today for the Twins, Christian Vasquez. And on the mound for the Twins with a 5-5 record and ERA of 3.31, it is Joe Ryan. And now let's get into the starting lineups for your Seattle Mariners. Let's get some hits and runs today. Let's go. Leading off for the Mariners at shortstop, J.P. Crawford. Tridents up, baby. Let's go. We need you. We're going to need that defense, and we're going to need that offense. Let's go, J.P. Batting second, playing third base, celebrating a birthday today, Hollywood, Josh Rojas. Let's do some big things on your birthday today. Birthday boy, Hollywood, Josh Rojas. Batting third, playing center field, no fly zone, Julio Rodriguez. J-Rod squad, stand up. Tridents up. Let's get it. Batting cleanup, batting fourth, DHing today for the Mariners. It's big dumper, Cal Raleigh. Let's go, Cal. We're going to need you today. Batting fifth, playing right field this afternoon, Luke Raley. Batting sixth, catching today for the Mariners, Mitch Garver. Batting seventh, playing second base for the Mariners, Jorge Polanco. Batting eighth, playing first base for Seattle, Ty France. And batting ninth, playing left field this afternoon, it's Demo Dylan Moore. And on the mound for the M's with a 6-9 record, started off the season 0-4, but has started to pick up the pace, has been 6-5 since, an ERA of 3.79, Luis Castillo. Let's go, baby. Let's go, M's. And like I mentioned multiple times on the stream, make sure you guys are taking care of your mental health. Addiction, depression, anxiety are things that a lot of people are going through right now or have in the past. So if you make some minor adjustments to your daily routine, exercise a little bit more, right? Eat a little healthier, listen to music, even just doing those 3 things on a daily basis can get you out of the darkness quicker, and it'll help you win the day. Let's go Mariners. Let's get this series win, baby. Captain Oreo in the building. Let's go Mariners. Let's get this dub, baby. Daniel in the building. What's good? Tony in the building. What's good? Jacob in the building. What's good? Flying Monk in the building. What's good? Oh, man. Over under on the strikeouts. I mean, it feels like in most games, the Mariners are going to strike out 10 to 13 times, every single game. I'm not really sure what the average is or what the projected number is going to be here today. Obviously, with Joe Ryan, 3.31 ERA, 5-5 record. Castillo, obviously ERA under 4, but obviously 6-9. So I don't really know what we're going to get today. It might be a pitching duel, and it might end up being a high-scoring affair. We might not get a whole lot of hits and runs until these starters go out. Joe Ryan is 0-3 against the Mariners with a 7.30 ERA, so that's at least a good sign for us here tonight. But anything could happen here in this matchup, but even if it ends up being low scoring and we end up getting the dub 1-0 or 2-1, fuck it, I'll take it. We got a 3-game set starting Tuesday at home against the Baltimore Orioles, and we want to try to win more than just one game a series. 1 game against the Twins, 1 game against the Orioles, 1 game against the Blue Jays. We don't want that. We don't want to be 3-6. At that point, because the Astros and Rangers are going to catch us if we only win 1 game. So hopefully we can win 2 out of 3 here. Hopefully we can win 2 out of 3 against the Orioles, even though it might be only 1 out of 3. Hopefully we don't get swept by them. And then with the Blue Jays, we're going to have a good chance, I think, to win 2 out of 3. I don't know if we're going to be able to sweep even a team like Toronto, but hopefully we don't, end up winning 1 per series. Big facts. Let's go, baby. I am ready. Like, sub, donate, comment, share. And if you haven't smashed the like button just yet, please do. And if you can do your boy a solid, if you do have a Twitter/X, do your boy a solid and like and retweet the stream like Matt did. We usually get about 4 to 6 people that will do that. So I appreciate you on that end. And again, let's try to get 20 likes within the first hour. And then we're going to be shooting for 30 to 50 on every single stream. Let's go. And if you haven't smashed the like button just yet, please do. Looks like 70% of y'all have done it. We got 10 people on the YouTube side, 6 on the Twitter/X early. And as the game goes along, we'll get to the 30, 40, 50 number. And then if it ends up getting really close in the 7th, 8th, and 9th, it might spike to 70, 80, 90, or 100 in the room at that given point, especially when the games end up being a little close. Let's go, Mariners. Hey, the Twins, I respect the hell out of you. You're a very good team. And, if it wasn't for Byron Buxton yesterday, maybe the game would have been a little closer. But with that being said, we still probably would have ended up losing 2-1, even if you took away a lot of the statistics that Byron Buxton did against us. It just wasn't our day. And a lot of times, there's 3 types of games the Mariners have. We get 0 or 1, and we get blown out, right? We get 3 or less runs, and we end up winning only a fraction of those games. And we have been better in extra innings. We've been good late in games in the 7th, 8th, and 9th, but we can't really rely on winning 3, 2, and 10 like we did in game 1 all the time. We have to be able to find a way to get 4 runs or more, 7 to 10 hits. That's the magic number. In 2022 and 2023, the magic number was 5 runs, 7 to 10 hits. But since it's more of a pitching league now in 2024, we take 1 run away, we get it to 4, and 4 is good enough to win. I feel like about 90% of the games of the Mariners, just because our pitching is fantastic. And even though we can't hit, if we can have an explosion and get to 4 or more, chances are we can limit what we have done to us on the opposite end. And usually when we hit 4 runs or more, we win 90 to 95% of the time, regardless who we're playing or what their record is. Big facts. 46-37 Minnesota Twins, 47-38 Seattle Mariners, 2nd place in the American League Central for Minnesota, 1st place in the American League West for Seattle. Let's go Mariners. Let's get it. I got NASCAR Cup Series on right now that I got on the DVR, and I'm plugging in on that a little bit here and there as well. Let's go, baby. Paul in the building. What's good? Should be a good game. And like I said, I really do respect GG to the Twins. I hope you guys make the playoffs. I think you guys are very deserving. And again, you got the Guardians, you got the Twins, you got the Royals. All three of them should get in. Seattle should be the only team from, the West. And then the Orioles and Yankees, obviously considered the two best besides the Guardians at the top. But again, never underestimate the Minnesota Twins, the Seattle Mariners, or the Kansas City Royals. We might be the lower three compared to the big three of the Guardians, Orioles, and Yankees. But if there's any type of injury to Adley Rutschman, Gunnar Henderson, Aaron Judge, Juan Soto, or Stephen Kwan and company with Jose Ramirez, don't for a second doubt that the Mariners, Twins, and Royals can't take advantage of that, because we definitely can. And then you got the Braves, right? You got the Phillies, you got the Dodgers, the Brewers, the Padres, and we'll see if the Cardinals can hang around after the All-Star break. Let's go. La Piedra on the mound, baby, with the Sunday creams. Let's go. Let's go, Luis. We need you. 6-9 record, ERA of 3.79, but he started the season off 0-4. So if you take that in consideration, he's been 6-5 since, and that's been pretty similar to a lot of the other starters that we've had. Big fact. Let's give a special shout out again to Hollywood Josh Rojas. His birthday is today, so hopefully he ends up having a magical day where he ends up going 2 for 4 or 3 for 4 and helps us end up winning this matchup and the series against the Minnesota Twins. Let's go, Hollywood. Let's go, Castillo. We need you, baby. Let's try to get to 8 to 10 Ks, but it seems like for the Mariners, it's been more 4 to 7 Ks for our starting pitching staff. Even though we're one of the top 5 pitching staffs overall, it's hard to get Ks now. And the teams that we're going against in the American League are fucking really good. So we'll see how it goes here today. Good luck to all the Twins fans watching. Shout out to all the people watching on Twitter/X as well as YouTube. And again, we always try to keep it with no bias here. We're going to celebrate greatness wherever it's at. And it's not necessarily about the jersey name in the front. It's about the name on the back. And we're going to make sure we're showing that appreciation to every single team, every single player, no matter who it is. Let's go. Leading off for the Twins at shortstop, Willie Castro. Batting second, DHing today for Minnesota, Jose Miranda. And batting third, left fielder today, Trevor Larnach. Let's go. Carlos Correa not starting, but we may see him pinch hit late in the game, depending on how close the game is in the 7th, 8th, and 9th. Let's go. Pitches outside, 1-0 count. Scott in the building. What's good? Let's go, Twins. Hopefully it ends up being close either way. Mariners won game number 1, 3-2 and 10. The Twins ended up beating the brakes off of us yesterday. Very easily, 5-1. Byron Buxton was the MVP. And, kind of an unfortunate career with all the injuries that he had. Because I remember the hype about him. Castro, base hit to right field. Nice single to start it off for Minnesota. But when Buxton came in, there was a lot of hype, where he could be possibly a top 10 or top 20 player, coming up from AAA. And, just the injuries, have kind of got a hold of him over his career. But he does show you in flashes when he does play. He can make big, big plays. And he had 4 RBIs yesterday, an RBI early, and then a 3-run blast. And that ultimately was the nail in the coffin into the Mariners, even in the 6th inning. It just kind of felt the game was over, and it was. So shout out to Byron Buxton, and I hope he can continue to stay healthy and hopefully do some big things for the Twins as they make their move to the playoffs. Popped up for Jose Miranda, Ty France, 1 away. There we go. We'll take that on Jose. Next up, left fielder Trevor Larnach. Like, sub, donate, comment, share. Make sure you guys smash that like button. We want to try to get 20 likes within the first hour, 30 to 50 for the stream. Let's go. Stay in the building. What's good? How are you, brother? Smash that like button for your boy. Pitch is outside, 1-0 count. Let's see where we're at. All right, we're at 9. We got 17 in the room. We need one more to get to 10. Thank you so much. We're at 10. And again, 17 people in the building. And then again, we want to try to get 20 within the first hour, 30 to 50 for the stream. 10 people watching on Twitter/X. Ooh, if that was a Cal Raleigh throw, maybe that would have been out. Garb is catching today. Decent throw to J.P. Crawford, and he slides in safe. Let me see a replay. Nice jump by Willie Castro. Let's take a look. Well, that's a horrible camera angle because the ump's sleeve is in the way, and I can't tell on that angle. All right, that looked like Willie got in there safe. So, again, we're not biased here, and we're not haters. So, again, we're going to make sure we get credit where credit needs to be given. Nice stolen bag there by Willie. I like him as a player. You guys have quite a few players on the Twins that I like that I wouldn't mind being on the Seattle Mariners, except for Jorge Polanco. And I know Garb was a former Twin as well, but, if I had my choice, obviously guys like Carlos Correa, the former Mariner, Carlos Santana, I always liked him DHing and playing first base. And again, one of the sleeper players on the team, doesn't get a whole lot of love. There's a couple of them, actually. Max Kepler and Willie Castro as well. Never can take them for granted. And another quality player that doesn't get talked about enough for Minnesota, the catcher Ryan Jeffers, leading in quite a few categories for Minnesota. Definitely a sleeper. Top of the first, 0-0, Twins and Mariners. Runner at second, Willie Castro, one away. 3-2 pitch from La Piedra. Let's go. Come on, baby. Let's try to get 8 to 10 Ks, but if we can't get that, 4 to 7. Another base knock for Trevor Larnach. And that is an RBI, 1-0 Twins. Not what we want to see if you're a Mariner fan, but for Minnesota fans, you got to be excited. Again, even though our pitching staff is rated top 5, a lot of teams are able to hit on us, and we strike out a lot, which is a recipe for disaster for the Mariners, but a recipe for success for the Minnesota Twins and anyone that plays us. Nice job by Trevor Larnach. Next up, in the cleanup role, third baseman Royce Lewis. Not a good start for the Mariners here. Well, when we had DH guys like Jared Vogelback, right, then we had Carlos Santana and then Mike Ford. I like those guys, and I get it. Throw to first. There we go, 2 away. And I know sometimes when you get DHs that are a little bit thicker, maybe slightly overweight, maybe can't play defense that well, but it's either going to be a strikeout or a home run. And a lot of times those home runs come in really clutch situations, and I never really minded, those guys. And I like Santana more than Vogelback, and I liked Mike Ford when he was on the team as well. And, again, if you look at a lot of the former players of the Mariners, they're doing pretty well on their new respective teams. Santana's doing good here. Jared Kelenic is doing good on the Braves, right? Teoscar Hernandez is an all-star for the Dodgers. So, it is what it is, and I can still root for those guys to do well, even if it's against us. Top of the first, 1-0 Minnesota. Runner at second, 2 away. 1-0 count from Castillo to Santana. Pitch is high, 2-0 count. Come on, Mariners. Try to get 4 runs or more today, or we're not going to win the series. Two-0 count. Pitch right down the middle for a strike. Come on, Louise. Two balls and a strike to Santana. 2-1 pitch. Pitch is inside. A called strike. 2-2 count, even though that was a ball. Got to keep it real. Wow, longest home run streak this season. The Minnesota Twins is active with 18. The Orioles had a 22-game stretch with a home run in a game. Wow. 2-2 pitch. Popped up behind the plate. Nice souvenir for a fan. Count remains 2-2. Got a day off tomorrow, and then we got a 3-game set against the Orioles, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. I will be streaming the Tuesday, Wednesday game, and on Thursday, I will be at the game in Seattle on July 4th. 2-2 pitch. Chopper. JP is there. Throw to first. But the damage is done. 1-0 Minnesota. Leading off for the Mariners, shortstop, J.P. Crawford. Batting second, celebrating a birthday today, third baseman, Hollywood, Josh Rojas. And batting third, center fielder, no-fly zone, Julio Rodriguez. Trident's up. Let's go, baby. We need you. Let's go, Julio. Let's go, baby. Let's see where we're at right now. All right, we hit 10 likes. We need 10 more to get to 20. Now we're at 11. Thank you so much. 25, 26 people watching. Let's go. 9 more to get to 20. Let's get it, baby. Like, sub, donate, comment, share. Again, we try to get to 30 to 50 likes and 100 on the donos on every single stream. Let's go. Hopefully Cal Raleigh can have an impact here in this matchup today. We're going to need him. And on the mound for the Minnesota Twins with a 5-5 record, an ERA of 3.31, Joe Ryan. Let's go, baby. Go photo. Let's go, Mariners. Got to find a way. I got to take a quick peek at the NASCAR Cup Series race while we're in between a commercial. First pitch to JP. There we go. Hell yeah. Way to get off to a good start, JP Crawford. Nice job. And when JP gets going early, that's a very good sign, baby. Single to center field. Let's go, baby. Nice job, JP. Way to get started early. Next up, it's the birthday boy, Hollywood, Josh Rojas. Let's go, Josh. See if we can match up that single with another one. Rojas chops that one foul. 0-1 count. McDowell, Logano, Bell, Hemrick, and Hamlin in your top 5. Let's go. Pitch down there in the zone for a strike, 0-2 count. 2 hits on Friday, a double and a single. Hitless in the previous 4 games prior to that. So it's nice to be able to see Hollywood get back on track. Let's go. Let's go, Josh. We're going to need you today. Extra motivation. It's your birthday. Check swing right into the catcher's mitt. 1 away. We'll have to get him at the next at-bat. No worry, Hollywood. Next up, center fielder, Julio Rodriguez. Let's go, J-Rod. First pitch is outside to Julio. 1-0 count, 248 average, 7 homers, and 29 ribbies. Obviously, numbers are way down for a player of this caliber, but hopefully he'll heat up in the summer months in July and August. There's a good sign that he will. Big swing and a miss. 1-2 count to Julio. Come on, Julio. You're the man, baby. Let's go. Believe in yourself. Two count. Bottom of the first, 1-0 Twins. Runner at first. J.P. Crawford sliding back with the throw to first. Safe. The fans do not approve. Two-two pitch. Julio right up the middle. Yes! Go, go, go. JP hustling the third. There we go, baby. Runners on the corners, baby. And that's why it's so important to run hard to first base every single time, like Luke Raley. You never know, with a routine play that looked like might have been a double play or an easy out at first, you want to make sure that, you're going to be, relying on yourself and not the defender to fuck up either, the routine defensive play or the throw to first. And even with that being said, Julio didn't really hustle the first base. He kind of half-assed it and got lucky, but we'll take it. There we go. Very nice. First pitch to Cal Raleigh for a strike, 0-1 count. Let's go, Cal. We might need you to be able to be a little bit more active early in the matchup. Normally you're hot in the 7th, 8th, and 9th inning. Maybe we're going to need a little bit from you in the first and through 6 innings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We might need a hit or two from you in the first 6 innings if we want to have any chance here today. Let's go. Come on, Cal. Behind in the count, 0-2. My favorite player on the squad, big dumper, Cal Raleigh. Let's go. Definitely the MVP for us this season. Still love Julio. I love Kirby. I love Gilbert. There's a lot of players on the team I like. Luke Raley, JP, but I don't think people realize how tough it is to play catcher almost every day, to be a switch hitter, to be a leader, and to do all the things that Cal Raleigh does. And hopefully one day that, he'll end up making it to an all-star game and people can appreciate him just like the Mariner fans do. Bottom of the first, runners on the corners, 1 away, 0-2 count to Cal Raleigh. Let's go, big dumper. Runners go. Julio steals second, baby. Nice job, Julio. Runners at second and third now. Come on, Cal. You got this, bud. Chop foul. But I was already sold on Cal in his rookie year. I saw him in AAA, and then when I saw him come up in 2022 before he ended up having the walk-off like in the photo, he made a lot of big plays early on, and it was the best catcher that we've had since Dan Wilson, and you could kind of see the trajectory of Cal in his career and where it was going. And when he ended up hitting that walk-off home run to get us in the playoffs for the first time in 20-plus years, I went exactly at that moment to eBay and ended up buying one of his autographed rookie cards because I believed in him. Big swing and a miss. Now Raleigh goes down 2 away. But, again, I don't buy, autographed rookies of players that are not named Julio that I don't believe in. And I was already on board in year number 1. And I really appreciate Cal and everything that he brings to the roster. Struck out there, but hopefully he'll be able to do something for us at least later in the matchup and be the hero. Nice job. Let's go. Keep your head up, Cal. Next up, right fielder, Luke Raley. Let's go, Luke. First pitch jammed towards first base foul, 252 average, 9 homers, and 22 ribbies. And Luke Raley has surprisingly been one of my top 5 Seattle Mariners this season. Didn't really know how good he was going to be after the Jose Caballero trade. But I would say out of a lot of the trades the Mariners have made, that one was one of the best ones that we made in the last 10 years. Luke Raley for Jose. Same thing goes for the Paul Sewald trade for Ryan Bliss, Dominic Canzone, and Hollywood Josh Rojas. We definitely won that trade as well. 2 A-plus trades. Come on, baby. Let's go, Luke. Steps off the mound. Where's the balk? One thing you can count on, Luke Raley is always running hard to first and making effort every single day. Big swing and a miss. There he goes. Nice punch out for Joe Ryan. We leave 2 stranded, and hopefully we don't do that. Yesterday, we left 1 stranded in the first, 1 stranded in the second, 2 in the third. We leave 2 stranded in the first. We have to capitalize if we have any chance against this Twins team. Otherwise, we're going to end up losing 4-1 or 5-1 like we did yesterday. We have to find ways to knock these guys in. Come on, Mariners. End of the first, 1-0 Minnesota. Nice punch out there by Joe Ryan. Punched out all 3 batters. 3 Ks. Tough. 1 inning pitch, 2 hits, no earned runs, no walks, 3 Ks. Give up a couple hits, but 3 Ks in a first inning, pretty solid. I wish our pitchers could do something like that, but it is what it is. Castillo, 1 inning pitch, 2 hits, 1 earned run, and no walks and no Ks. So we're probably going to only get 4 to 7 Ks out of Castillo, and hopefully he doesn't give up any big home runs, because if he gives up a 2-run blast or a 3-run blast or a grand salami, it might be over. We can maybe afford to give up a solo dinger or a couple RBIs, but that's about it. Let's go. Let's see who's up next for the Minnesota Twins. Next up for the Twins, the MVP in game number 2 last night for Ribby Knight, center fielder Byron Buxton. Batting second, playing right field, Max Kepler. And batting third, second baseman, Austin Martin. Come on, Mariners. Got 76 laps in out of the first 300. Stage 115 to go. McDowell, Bell, Hamlin, Larson, and Reddick in your top 5. Let's go. Like, sub, donate, comment, share, help your boy out. Let's go, baby. We got 36 people watching. Rojas is there. 1 away. All right, we got 25 people in the building, only 14 likes. 6 more likes to get to 20. So if you are in the room right now, smash the like button for your boy so that way we can get to 20. It'd be greatly appreciated. And we got another 10 watching on Twitter/X, but they have no like button over there. 6 more to hit the first initial goal in the first hour. Let's go. I have not. Pitches outside. I don't really drink soda. You know, like I said, I went kind of on a diet after I ended up breaking up with the ex-girlfriend, and I walk with my pup about an hour and a half to 2 hours a day, and I've eliminated fast food in my life for the most part, and I don't really drink soda. The only thing that I drink that's probably not healthy for me is like a Monster energy drink, but that's probably about it. Top of the second, 1-0 Twins. 1 away, 1-1 pitch from Castillo to Kepler. Kepler popped up. Luke Raley is there. Good defense, Luke, 2 away. Next up for the Twins, second baseman, Austin Martin. Appreciate you. 15 likes, 5 more to get to 20. Thank you so much. And it'll definitely help out with the algorithm when we can get to 30 to 50 instead of 20 to 25. Makes a huge difference. Austin Martin made his MLB debut on March 30th against the Royals. Hopefully we can limit the damage here. Big swing and a miss behind him to count 0-2. Nice pitch by Luis Castillo La Piedra. Let's go. O2 pitch. Pitch is outside. 1-2 count. 1-2 pitch. Pitch is outside. 2-2 count. Come on, Louise. Two-two pitch to Martin. Center field, Julio's there. No fly zone. Let's go. Nice job, Julio. Good defense there by Julio Rodriguez. Let's go to the bottom of the second inning, see who's up next for Seattle. Leading off for the Mariners in the bottom of the second inning, catcher today, Mitch Garver. Batting second, playing second base, Jorge Polanco. And batting third, first baseman, Ty France. And if you're just tuning in the top of the first, Trevor Larnach singled to center. Castro scored 1-0 Minnesota. Let's go. All right, let's go, Garv. See if him playing catcher today will light up his bat a little bit. That one just trickles foul, 0-1 count. Come on, Garv. .172 average, 10 homers, 31 ribbies for Mitch Garver here in 2024. Pitches outside, 1-1 count. Come on, Garv. 1-1 pitch, and did it hit him? Uh-oh. Now he's down on the ground. It seems like players are getting hit on the wrist and on the hand a lot more in 2024 than in past years. You know, pitchers are going inside a lot more, and a lot of these superstar and even mediocre and, you know, kind of scrubbish players are getting knocked around. Ooh, inside part of the bottom part of the hand and the wrist. Piece of the hand too. That's tough. That one looked like it hurt. Hopefully he doesn't have anything broken. Fourth hit by pitch this season for Garb, so not as much as Ty France, but still. Fuck, that looked like it hurt. Right there. Not his inside hand, but obviously the hand farthest back, the outside. Hopefully he's okay. He's wincing still. But he's going to walk to first. And you got to think, you know, you don't want to have any of your catchers get hit like that, because they have to be able to use their hands and, you know, and their legs on every single play. So next up for the Mariners, second baseman Jorge Polanco. Come on, Polo, show me something. Like, sub, donate, comment, share. Help your boy out. Let's try to get to those 20 likes within the first hour, 30 to 50 for the stream. Let's go. Cal is DHing, so he's already in the lineup. Pitches inside. 1-1 count to Jorge Polanco. I mean, if the Mariners were really smart, they would end up putting in Tyler Locklear for Ty France, and then they would put in Ryan Bliss for Jorge Polanco, and we'd probably have a better chance to win on the daily. Double play opportunity, and runner at first is safe. Good run by Polo there. One away. Next up for the Mariners, first baseman, Ty France. All right, we still need 5 more likes to get to 20. We got 28 people in the room, 15 likes. Do your boy a solid. Take 1 second to smash that like button. Francis got hit, and he's the #1 player in Major League Baseball getting hit by pitches. There we go. We're at 16 likes. 4 more to get to 20. There's still 12 people in the room that haven't done it yet. Please do. It'll help us out tremendously on the stream just by taking 1 second out of your day and hitting the like button. Right on the elbow pad to Ty France. Good thing he was wearing one. I mean, what is he supposed to do there? Yeah, he's going to first. Jesus Christ. Next up, left fielder, Dylan Moore. And it's not like Ty is hanging over the plate wanting to get hit. And it's not like he's got a very close stance. You know, he's just kind of wide with his legs and his arms. And, you know, just unfortunate that he gets hit as often as he does, as long as he doesn't get hurt. But he did get hit in the foot, a few weeks back. And it had a heel fracture and missed some time. So looks like he's okay. Last 2 batters hit by pitches, Garv and Ty France. Next up, it's Demo, Dylan Moore. Come on, Dylan. 209 average, 8 homers, and 26 ribbies in limited action. Let's go, Demo. Oh, 1 pitch. Pitch is outside. 1-1 count. Two more likes to get to 20. We're at 18. 43 people in the building. Let's go. 1-1 pitch to Demo. Big rip. Back into the catcher's mitt. 1-2 count. Runners in scoring position for Demo. 243 average. 9 for 37 this season. 2 homers and 15 ribbies. Hope you're having a good day, Mike. As well as you, Scott, Captain Oreo, Flying Monk, Zay, and company. Paul in the building. What's good? And there goes Demo. 2 away. Big swing and a miss. Come on, Dylan. You're going to be in the starting lineup over Dominic Canzone. You got to produce. Next up, 1-for-1, shortstop, J.P. Crawford. We're going to get the defense, but we're going to need some offense as well. You started off with a nice hit to get the game started. Let's try to get another one here. Let's go, JP. Got to find a way to tie this up and keep it close. Pitch is high out of the zone. 0-1 count. .217 average, 7 homers, 25 ribbies. And with all things considered, 47-38 record. First place, and we have no one batting 300. Popped up, and we leave 2 stranded again in the second inning. I don't know how many innings we're going to be able to leave 2 stranded to think that we're going to win this game or keep it close. Unfortunate. We could already be at like a 2-1 score right now with the lead, but again, it's really tough to be able to manufacture 3 hits in a row if you're not getting a home run out of those first 2 hits. Hard to be able to bring guys over if you kind of fizzle out with the drive with that momentum, and you can only have 1 or 2 hits in an inning. Tough. End of the second, 1-0 Minnesota. Let's see who's up next here for the Minnesota Twins in the top of the 3rd. Leading off for the Twins, catcher in the 9-hole, Christian Vasquez. Batting second, 1 for 1, and a run. Shortstop today, Willie Castro. And batting third, 0 for 1, DHing today, Jose Miranda. And like I mentioned multiple times on the stream, make sure you guys are taking care of your mental health. Addiction, depression, anxiety, these are things that a lot of us are going through now or have in the past. So if you feel like you're slipping into the darkness a little bit, make some minor adjustments to your daily routine. Cut back on the fast food, eat a little bit healthier, exercise a little more, go for a walk, and listen to some music on the daily. You'd be really surprised if you do those 3 minor things. It'll help you get out of the darkness quicker and help you become your normal self. Big facts. Let's go, baby. 1-0 Minnesota. And if you're just tuning in the top of the first, Larnach single to center. Castro scored. 1-0 Twins. Now, I don't really follow anything on the WNBA side. I'll read articles, and, if something comes up on my Instagram or on my Twitter/X feed, whether it's like Sabrina Ionescu from the Ducks on the Liberty, or, if it ends up, being Caitlin Clark or whoever, Angel Reese, I might end up, checking out a highlight here and there, but I'm not going out of my way to watch full games on the WNBA side. The furthest I'll do as far as for women's basketball, I'll watch the tourney, for like March Madness for the women's, but that's pretty much it. And then highlights, if they come up on my social media, but not really watching full games on the WNBA. I don't know. I feel like the basketball, where it's at right now, it's probably been at its lowest point. Basketball on the NBA side has been terrible since 2016. You could even say it's been even worse prior to that time period, but college hoops is better than the NBA, and on the WNBA side, I don't know. I just don't have enough interest. Top of the third, 1-0 Minnesota. Nice base knock there by Willie Castro. Next up, 0 for 1, DHing for Minnesota, Jose Miranda. Garver. This Garver to Polanco combination is not good. If Cal Raleigh is catching, we might have been able to get at least one of these guys out. Oh, now they have Cal at catcher now? What's going on here? Is Garv injured? They went to go do an MRI? Oh, okay. It looks like they just moved Cal over to catcher now. Garv is probably out of the lineup to have a MRI, so we're not going to be seeing him. That one goes foul. All right, Cal. Well, having Cal at catcher is going to be better anyways. We'll have a better chance of throwing guys out when they try to steal bags. And again, that's going to be our best option at catcher. Sebi Zavala, obviously got replaced by Garv, and Garv just got hit on the wrist. So I assume that we're not going to see Garv the rest of the game. Go, Louise. O2 pitch. Chop towards first base. Ow. Don't want to get a wrist fracture, that's for damn sure. 0-2 pitch. Chopper towards third, foul. But I don't think I've seen so many players, especially like big name players too. Mookie Betts, Seager yesterday, Garv today. And obviously Garv is not the same as those two other players, but it seems like it's a very common thing now for players to get hit on the wrist, or pitchers are increasingly their range of going inside, but We don't want to see our top stars or our players get hurt based off these pitchers getting a little greedy going inside. All right, we need 3 more likes to get to 20. We're at 17. If you haven't smashed the like button just yet, please do. Now we're at 18. Thank you so much to whoever that was. 2 more to hit the goal here within 10 minutes. Which is inside. 2-2 count to Jose Miranda. Come on, Luis. Come on, Piedra. Let's get it, baby. 2-2 pitch. Popped up behind the plate. Foul. Cub fan just got that souvenir off that foul ball. 2-2 pitch. Chop foul towards third base. Two-two pitch. Pitch is low into the dirt. 3-2 count. Count is full on Jose Miranda. Come on, Luis Castillo. Blanco, throw it. Wow, we got lucky right there. 2 away. Polanco bobbled that baseball, throw to France off the bag, and France was smart enough to be able to lean in and tag. Runner advances to third. 2 away. Let's get Polanco out of the lineup. Send him to AAA. Let's have Ryan Bliss play second base every day. I mean, we got Cole Emerson, Cole Young, Lazaro Montez, Harry Ford. I can't wait for these guys to get called up so we don't have to worry about these older guys that we have on the team that can't get the job done. And at some point, the young bucks need to come in and show what they can do. What was the score in the Guardians-Royals game? I mean, if you end up playing as a Guardian fan, Jacob, you have to realize, Minnesota and Kansas City are not that far behind you. You guys are all equally great. But again, when you go toe-to-toe with those teams in the division, it's going to be very difficult to be able to come out on top, especially in the series. Chopper towards first. Ty France steps on the bag just in time. Go to the bottom of the third inning, 1-0 Minnesota. Let's see who's up next here for the Seattle Mariners. Leading off for the Mariners, 1 for 2. Shortstop, J.P. Crawford. Batting second, 0 for 1 with a K. Third baseman, Hollywood. Josh Rojas celebrating a birthday today. Let's go Hollywood. And batting third, 1 for 1, center fielder, Julio Rodriguez. Trident's up, baby. Let's go. We need you, Julio. Let's get it, baby. I got to take a quick peek here at the NASCAR Cup Series race. Yeah, we needed to get out of that jam for sure. We just need to figure out how to not leave 2 stranded in back-to-back innings. We got to get to 4 runs if we're going to win today. 4 runs, 7 to 10 hits. It's not a lot. It's not like we're asking for 10 runs every game or 7 or 8. It's like 4. It's not very many. But again, sometimes for the Mariners, 4 is a shitload. We'll see where it goes. True North Trident with the like and the share on the stream. I appreciate you. Shout out to True North Trident. Let's take a look at the NASCAR Cup Series race here in Nashville. 109 laps in. Stage 2, 19 of 95. And we got Denny Hamlin, Christopher Bell, Tyler Reddick. We got Ty Gibbs and Kyle Larson in your top 5. I love watching NASCAR Cup Series with baseball on Sunday, since we are a few weeks away, obviously, from the NFL coming back. So I like to be able to have my sports on Sunday before we transition into Monday. Let's go, Hollywood. Hollywood Rojas, Julio Rodriguez, Big Dumper Cal Rowley. Rojas. Byron Buxton is there. 1 away. It's all good, Hollywood. Next up, Julio Rodriguez. Come on, J-Rod. Come on, baby. Let's go, Julio. Pitches outside. 1-0 count. Like, sub, donate, comment, share. Let's try to get to 30 to 50 likes and 100 in the donos. Let's go. 1-0 pitch to Julio. Hard hit to third base. Off a bounce. Shitty ass effort by Julio running to first. Like, run hard every single time. Why are you half-assing it, man? I mean, especially when you already know that, you know, you're having hitting woes and hitting struggles. Can you run hard as fast as you possibly can? He's running at like fucking 75% right there. You know, if you want to get back on the Mariners fan base, you know, you got to put in the effort. And I don't really see a whole lot of effort out of Julio. You know, sometimes obviously in the outfield, he can make a nice grab and whatnot, but again, those little subtle details like running to hard first every single time, like Luke Raley does. You know, if Julio would have ran full speed, maybe he's safe on that play. And that maybe would have led to our first run in our RBI, but we'll never know because he only ran 70% to first base. Fucking A, man. Next up, Big Dumper, Cal Raleigh. 1-1 pitch to Cal. Crushes that one, foul. 202 average, 14 homers, and 15 ribbies, or 50 ribbies in 2024. Batting average is a little low, but we need to get Cal to be a 250 to 290 batting average at some point in his career. And once that ends up happening, he'll be a perennial all-star. Salvador Perez is getting a little bit older, so that'll be a position that he can take. And Adley Rutschman is by far the best catcher in baseball, right? Especially in the American League, and Cal can be right there behind those two. Cal typically does better late in games, not so much early. 2-2 pitch, big swing and a miss. And that's 3 up and 3 down. Not the inning that we wanted here. Let's go to the top of the 4th, 1-0 Twins. Can't wait for this trade deadline so we can get some bats and another bullpen piece on this roster. We need hitting and home runs bad. Come on. Next up for the Twins, 0-for-1, third baseman, Royce Lewis. Batting second, 0-for-1, the former Mariner, first baseman, Carlos Santana. And batting third, 0-for-1, the hero last night, 4-ribby night with a 3-run blast, center fielder, Byron Buxton. Let's go, M's. Take a look at the pitching numbers so far for Joe Ryan and Luis Castillo. So Joe Ryan, 3 innings pitched, 2 hits, no earned runs, no walks, 5 Ks. Nice job by Joe. Let's take a look at what Luis has done so far. Obviously not as well as Joe. 3 innings pitched, 3 hits, 1 earned run, no walks, 0 Ks. And that's been a problem, for the Mariners. We have a top 5 pitching staff, but now Brian Wu is hurt. So I would assume that Emerson Hancock will get called up at some point or another. But Bryce Miller is not really reliable. Emerson Hancock, not really reliable. Luis Castillo, he might be our third best pitcher right now. I don't know how reliable, he really is. He doesn't really have the same kind of impact of getting those 8 to 10 Ks that would help him get out of, certain scenarios. So really right now, it's like we got Logan Gilbert and George Kirby that we can trust, and then we have everyone else. Luis Castillo, Bryce Miller, Emerson Hancock, and hopefully, Brian Wu will come back sooner than later because we're going to need him. Good facts. Top of the fourth, 1-0, Minnesota. All right, we just hit the 1 hour mark. Let's see if we hit our 20 likes in the first hour. Where are we at? All right, we're 1 like away from the 20. We're at 19. So if you are in the room and haven't smashed the like button, please do. Thank you to whoever that was. We just hit the goal. We hit the 20 likes. Now we want to try to get to the next goal, 30 to 50 before the stream ends. I know we can do that, especially if the game gets close a little later on. Steven in the building. What's good? Appreciate you. $1.49. Appreciate you, my guy. Stacks on stacks, racks on racks, little cactus jack, bang, bang. Appreciate you. 98.50 to go to hit the goal. Let me know what you want to do for a photo. You got a favorite player? Let me know, or a couple favorite players, and I'll throw up some HD 4K photos of your favorite player, whether it's Minnesota Twins, Seattle Mariners, or another team. It doesn't matter. Appreciate you, Steven. 1-2 pitch to Royce Lewis is outside. 2-2 count. Appreciate you, Steven. Royce Lewis 0 for 1. Joey Cora, great choice. 2-2 pitch. Chopper towards third base, foul. Two count. Top of the fourth, 1-0 Minnesota. 3-2 pitch from Castillo to Santana. Next up at bat. There you go, baby. I like that. Goodbye, Royce Lewis. Hello, Carlos Santana. 1 away. Since he's kind of an obscure name, you're not going to have too many things that are going to be able to fit the screen, but I'll be able to throw up a couple Joey Coras for you. Santana, what a defensive grab. Nice job by Polo. 2 away. Good defense. Next up, center fielder Byron Buxton. Top of the fourth, 1-0 Minnesota. 0-2 pitch. Got him. There we go. Nice job, Castillo. Let's go to the bottom of the fourth inning, 1-0 Minnesota. Even though it feels like it's 2-0, we just have to find a way to manufacture some hits and get those guys to come home. We got to get some RBIs or some home runs. Let's go. Help your pitchers out. Seattle, let's go. Let's see who's up next here in the bottom of the fourth inning for the Mariners. Next up for the Mariners, 0 for 1, right fielder, Luke Raley. And then we'll have to see who they bring in, obviously, for Mitch Garver here after that. Obviously, on ESPN, it shows Luis Castillo, and we know that he's not going to be batting, so that obviously is incorrect. So we'll see what we got here after Garver went down with that wrist injury, and then after that, we'll have Jorge Polanco. See if we can get some Joey Coras up here. Good choice with the Joey Cora. It's always nice to have sometimes those like obscure names. You know, they might have not been the best player on the team, but they were like a good role player and you remembered them, for the time that they were there, even if it was short-lived. Good choice. All right, are they going to actually have Luis Castillo try to hit? Yeah, I mean, obviously they're going to give special treatment to Julio, but I think the best thing for Julio is if they move him down in the lineup. I think that they should move him down to the 6 hole, and so that way there's less pressure of him being in the 1, 2, or 3 spot because it's just not working. You got to punish him and put him down there, but again, are we going to hold him accountable to the same standards as the other players on the team? I wish, but as you know, with superstar players, they don't get held to the same standard. There's always going to be special treatment in life. It's like when you end up playing for a team when you grow up, for basketball, baseball, football, and the coach's son is fucking terrible, but somehow he ends up on the team or ends up starting, right, over someone that's way more qualified, that's a better player, But I highly doubt that, that they would bench Julio for not running hard to first, but I think that it would be a good wake-up call. If our bats weren't so shitty overall, I think they would do it. But since we're so terrible at hitting, it's like we can't even really afford to discipline some of our guys because we don't really have anyone to come in. There we go, into the gap, baby. Yes, sir. Nice job, Luke Raley. Now in the box, Luis Castillo. And obviously he's in there because of the injury to Mitch Garver. You're not going to see a pitcher get too many at-bats nowadays. It'd be hilarious if he ends up hitting like a home run or gets a base hit when our normal players can't even do it. And then all of a sudden he goes in there with a 111 batting average career, 0 home runs, 5 ribbies, and if he ends up getting a ribby here and end up being the hero, how crazy would that be? Strike 3, didn't even take a swing there. There goes Luis Castillo. Next up for the Mariners, second baseman Jorge Polanco. That was a wasted at-bat. We already have a hard time being able to manufacture hits and home runs. The last thing that we want is our fucking pitcher hitting. Yeah. Or like LeBron's son getting drafted, by the Lakers. There's no business of him even making the NBA based off his stat line. But when your last name is James, and LeBron wants something, they're going to make it happen. Same thing with like Giannis's brothers, But Giannis's brothers, there's a little game there, but with Bronny, I mean, he's not even NBA ready. Like, if he played a couple more seasons in college, maybe would he be, more NBA ready then? Yeah. But still, I mean, putting up a couple points and a couple rebounds, even to get picked in the second round is a little ridiculous. But I guess if that's what they want to do, they want to cater to LeBron, then they're going to put his son on there. So that way he stays in LA. But it's not like the Lakers are going to win the championship anytime soon. So 2 away. Yeah, Bliss needs to play over Polanco, and if you want to have Ty France over Locklear, fine. But I wouldn't mind if they made the switch and had France DH and Locklear be the first baseman. It seems like he's a little younger, a little bit more athletic, could be a better defensive player, and I think he can hit just as good as Ty France, maybe even a little bit better if you actually give him reps and give him a chance. And I already know Bliss is better than Polanco. So, again, when you don't have your best players in the game in and game out, it's going to be hard to be able to win games when you have these, like, pieces that are sitting on the sideline in the dugout that could actually be helping the team win. And Ryan Bliss is that single guy. If we had him playing every day, would we still be losing some of these games? Yes, but I think that he would be able to come up with a home run every once in a while and some big RBIs, and he's a lot faster on the bags for stolen, bases and running the bases better and more efficiently than Jorge Polanco. So I think at some point we just have to, understand that the Polanco thing was a failure. He's not good. He might be a good player if he goes back to Minnesota or another team, but to me, he's playing like a AAA player. But you could say that pretty much for our whole roster. We got a lot of AAA players out there that are in the pros, and no one's playing well. We got 0 300 hitters. I mean, if Ryan Bliss was playing, he'd probably have like the highest batting average on the team. One of the last times that I saw, he was at like 283, which is still not great, but a lot better than anyone that's on the Mariners right now is playing. JP 214, Rojas 258, Julio 248, Cal Raleigh 202, Rayleigh 252, Garb 172, Polanco 196, Ty France 231, Dylan Moore 209. So if the batting averages are like that, why not are we playing Locklear and Bliss? I mean, Jesus Christ. Why? Just because Ty France and Polanco are the vets? Who gives a shit if they're vets? Vets that are sucking ass that we can actually get someone better. Now, France did have a moment for a couple weeks where he was doing pretty good. So if you want to put him over Locklear, fine. But Locklear deserves a chance to at least DH. Give him a chance to get some reps out there. Big swing and a miss. There goes Ty France. And then another runner stranded. But again, I like Ty France more than Polanco, but I don't mind to be able to shake up the lineup a little bit and go for a youth movement. And honestly, I think Tyler Locklear has more swagger than Ty France. And I think Ryan Bliss has already shown that in a 2-week period that he is better than Polanco. Polanco is some shit. He's garbage. And I don't think anyone on Seattle really likes him. Like, what have you done to the Mariner fans for us to be able to believe in you? You make some defensive plays, but a lot of times you're a liability at second. Where we have this contract that you paid, and you're obviously not living up to it. I mean, if you had to really be honest and give grades, Garv probably gets a D, and Polanco gets a D. Luke Rayleigh an A, and obviously the Seawald trade for Rojas, Bliss, and Canzone, that was an A. Getting a 3-for-1. And Jose Caballero going to the Rays and getting Luke Rayleigh, that was good. But this, Mitch Garver coming over from the Rangers and Polanco from the Twins was, we might as well have just brought up our own players
and use the money for Polanco and Garb for bullpen guys. Imagine if we would have gotten the best sixth-inning pitcher and the best seventh-inning pitcher, and then Stanek in the eighth, and then Munoz in the ninth. That would have been money well spent, rather than going for guys that were good on one team and they come to Seattle and suck ass. We have plenty of guys that suck ass already. The last thing that we need is to bring in your bitch asses from some other team and that you have success there, and then you come over here to Seattle and then you suck ass here and then you waste our money. So, we already have problems with a lot of our stars like Julio. The last thing that we need is to bring in these other scrubs and we overpaid them and they're not doing shit for our team. So, at least Luke Raley worked out. At least Ryan Bliss and Hollywood Rojas are pretty good. Canzone has still been struggling, but I think the difference with Canzone, is that I feel that he's more likable. So even when he struggles, he'll make some plays defensively. Obviously, in the box, he still has a long ways to go. But I think we have a little bit more patience for a guy like Dominic Canzone compared to a guy like Jorge Polanco. That's why I always like drafting guys and bringing guys up in our own system. I really don't like signing guys from another team. Now, if you end up doing a trade, so be it. Luke Raley, Jose Caballero, I like that. But just signing a guy and then having him come over, usually it doesn't really work out, or it only works out maybe initially. Like, remember when Luis Castillo came over from the Reds in 2022? He was awesome. He was a big reason why we made the playoffs. But since then, in 2023 and 2024, he's been ass. He hasn't really been very good. The hit rate on him has dramatically increased, and he doesn't have the same stuff as he did 2 years ago. He can't even get 8 to 10 Ks anymore. If you notice, the swagger and the confidence it's not there anymore. And they have him as the quote unquote number one pitcher. When's the last time a number one pitcher went 0 for 4 to start a season? He's not a number one. In reality, he's our third or fourth best pitcher. George Kirby is better. Logan Gilbert is better. Brian Wu, when he's healthy, is better. Maybe the only pitcher that you're better than Luis Castillo is Bryce Miller. And that's not really saying a whole lot. And then Emerson Hancock, obviously, floating back from AAA and into the bigs. So you got to be honest. It's like we can't start covering it up for these guys just because they're on Seattle. We have to be honest, right? I don't think they wanted him to swing because they didn't want to risk an injury. Austin Martin, back. And there it is, another RBI, 2-0 Twins, which now it feels like 4-0 Twins. Yeah, I'm watching STL. I got it on my DVR as well. I'm watching in between innings, and I'm keeping up. And again, if I could ever get enough NASCAR love like we did a couple years ago, I wouldn't mind doing NASCAR races on Sunday again. I love it. I watch it every single week. Sometimes I even watch Xfinity in the trucks. It's a big part of my life because when football ends, I need to be able to have something other than baseball to look forward to on Sundays, and obviously NASCAR does that for me. But also, too, it's like I know all the drivers, all the sponsors, I know all the tracks. Throw to first, one away. And again, it's just like in any sport, basketball, hockey, baseball, NASCAR, it's going to be selective. Not everyone's going to like it, but the more you know about something, the more interested you're going to be. So let's go Chase. And obviously him and Larson tied with points going in. And, hopefully we'll get Chase to win a race here before the playoffs start. Nice to see the consistency out of Chase Elliott this year. Hendrick Motorsports, there's something else. William Byron, stud. Chase Elliott, stud. Kyle Larson, stud. And really the only one that they could, upgrade is Alex Bowman. And even Bowman isn't terrible. Normally he's like a top 15, top 20 driver. And every once in a while he'll be in the top 10 or top 5. So it's not like he's Bootios, but... Big swing and a miss. 0-2 count. Willie Castro. But I think it's fair to say that Polanco is the player that I like the least out of everyone on the entire roster. I can understand if you're young and you're in single A, high A, double A, triple A. It's going to take some time for Harry Ford and Colt Emerson and Cole Young and Lazaro Montes. But our future is really bright with those 4 players. 3 infielders and 1 outfielder. So at some point, and we still got Bliss and Locklear on top of that. We need to start figuring out that it's not about these veteran guys. Sometimes you can actually build a roster and be young and build with men, build with the guys that you already have in your organization, in your farm system. Stop spending money on these fucking idiots and start spending money in the bullpen where we can actually use the help. So that way we don't have to have fucking Saucedo or Bazardo or all of these fucking scrubs, Trent Thornton, coming into the game and fucking the game up. But also it shows you the importance of Matt Brash, injured for the year. Gabe Spire, injured right now. If we had those 2 guys with Stanek and with Andres Munoz, Los Bomberos would be just fucking fine. But the fact that we have 2 of the 4 guys injured, we're not the same team in the bullpen. Facts. So, we need to figure out, money needs to be spent on the bullpen guys. And I don't even give a shit if they overpay for a specialist that only pitches in the 6th or the 7th. I think that if we ended up spending big money, like if we would have spent the Garv money and the Polanco money for guys that could end up, being a 6th, 7th, 8th inning pitcher and had like a powerhouse bullpen, that's going to be more impactful for the Mariners than on fucking Polanco and Garv. We can get the same production out of guys right now that are in single A, high A, double A, triple A. Because if they're fucking up and striking out, we can get that already with our guys in the farm system. And then on top of that, those guys have a better chance of actually making a play and getting a hit than the guys that we have now, even if they're a little raw, tell me I'm wrong. I think a lot of us like Tyler Locklear. When Ty France got the heel fracture, I think a lot of us liked what we saw. It might have not been perfect, and he fucked up a couple times, but I think the defense was decent at first, and he made some pretty big hits. And then Ryan Bliss is even better. Ryan Bliss is so good, he should be the everyday second baseman, and it's very clear. He's fast on the bags, he can steal bases, he can hit, he can defend. I don't understand the reasoning for Polanco besides the money in the contract, having it be political. That's the only reason that he's there. Odin in the building. What's good? Top of the 5th, 2-0 Minnesota. We got tomorrow off. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday against the Orioles. And again, at the beginning of the set, I said, don't be surprised if we only win 1 out of 3 against the Twins, 1 out of 3 against the Orioles, 1 out of 3 against the Blue Jays, even though we should be able to beat the Blue Jays more than 1 time out of 3. But the way that we've been playing, even at home, we're very, very good at home, 28-13. But the pitching has not been good. Hitting hasn't been good. Broken bat. And there goes another one, 3-0 Minnesota. I'm telling you, Emerson Hancock, not good. Luis Castillo, not good. Bryce Miller, not good. The only ones that we can count on now are Logan Gilbert and George Kirby, Stanek and Andres Munoz. That's not good when you can only count on 2 out of the 5 pitchers that are starting now, and we can't hit. It's not like the hitting has gotten better when our pitching has gotten worse now. So now we're getting into jams where, if the pitcher can't do his fucking job, that's what really held us into a lot of games early on. And now it's like the pitching isn't good, the hitting isn't good, right? The bullpen isn't good. How the fuck are we supposed to win games now? And again, our win total is starting to go in the wrong direction. And the Astros and Rangers are going to get closer unless they can start diving themselves in the win column. So it's now 3-0 Minnesota, which feels like 6-0. And Luis Castillo not doing any favors for us here. I still think we might be able to make a little run late, but again, it's like this chaos ball that we're playing. It's tough. Odin, thank you so much, brother. Things have been really, really light, on the donos the last, few days. And again, I've been grinding every day. I got bills to pay. And thank you so much, man. And no one has showed love, and we've already been streaming for like an hour and a half. And thank you so much, man. I appreciate you. Actually, we had one person show love. Steven, $1.49. Thank you, man. It means a lot. I got to be able to pay bills and take care of my pup. It's like I'm doing this full time, so it's not like I'm just doing this for fun. This is my full-time job. Thank you, Odin. We could just get more support from more people. We'd be fine. Stacks on stacks, racks on racks, little cactus jack, bang, bang. $20 holla. No, man, it's like I said, you always do whatever you can do. I appreciate you. Like I said, a couple streams back, we ended up hitting a donut. And again, that's the worst thing that can happen, when you're grinding and working so hard, streaming for 3 to 3.5 hours, 4 hours, making a thumbnail that takes an hour, and then, giving it your all and then ending up with a donut. But on the bright side, if you end up with a donut and you still end up with some subs or you get some good views, at least it's not a total loss for that particular day. But when you got bills to pay, getting donuts or $1 or $2 or $5, it doesn't cut it, man. So thank you so much. I appreciate you. $20 dono from my boy Odin Son and $1.49 from Steven Diaz. We're at $21.50. Appreciate you, brother. How's your day going? What do you want to see for photos? You got something specific that you want to see wrestling wise? I got you. Go to the bottom of the fifth, 3-0 Minnesota. And again, we have the day off tomorrow. And then we play on Tuesday against the Orioles. I'll live stream that. Then we'll stream on, on the big screen. Nice. I just saw that. Appreciate you. Odin Son, my boy. And then on Thursday, on July 4th, I'm actually going to the game. Hopefully the Mariners don't get absolutely obliterated by the Orioles. There's a good chance that they will, but hopefully I can end up getting a baseball or two. I was supposed to see Logan Gilbert pitch, but since Luis Castillo started today and not game one of the Orioles, it fucked up the rotation. So now George Kirby's pitching game one, Logan Gilbert number 2, and then when I go to the game, I'm going to see Bryce Miller, not Logan Gilbert, which is kind of a damn shame, but it might mean more foul balls and more opportunities to bring home a souvenir for me and my bro Justin. So. And again, he's been to over like 100 Dodger and Mariner games and never gotten a ball. I've been to 7 Mariner games and I've gotten 3. So, I've gotten a Kike Hernandez Dodger ball. I got a Julio Rodriguez foul ball from his rookie year in 2022 and an Aaron Judge ball in 2022 when he broke the home run record with 62 homers. So, Kike Hernandez, Julio Rodriguez, and Aaron Judge, I would say that's a pretty good trio of baseballs. And then when I go see the Orioles, I'm going to try to get Cal Raleigh or Julio Rodriguez again, and then Adley Rutschman or Gunnar Henderson on the Orioles. Bottom of the fifth, 3-0 Minnesota. Next up for the Mariners, Demo Dylan Moore. Oh-2 pitch from Ryan to Moore. Pitch is outside, 1-2 count. Let's see where we're at on the likes right now. We got 42 people watching. Where are we at? We're at 23 likes. We need 7 more to hit the goal to hit 30. So if you are in the room and haven't done that, please do. 2 of y'all just did. We're at 25. And we got 26 people watching on YouTube and then another 15 to 20 watching on Twitter/X. Salute to you. 5 more to get to the goal to hit 30. And we want to try to get to 30 to 50 likes and 100 in the donos. That'll definitely help us out tremendously. Let's go. Back. Demo. Yes. There we go, Demo. Go. Go for 3. Go for 3. Go for 3. Yeah, baby. Dylan Moore with a triple, baby. And he hasn't been playing on a regular basis, so nice to be able to see Demo come up big with a triple to left. 25 extra base hits this season. That leads the team. Surprisingly, Dylan Moore. Nice job, Demo. Way to bring that electricity. We better get a fucking run now. It better be 3-1 by the time this inning ends, because if we can't even get a guy from third base with no outs to score, we fucking suck, right? Mental health, addiction, depression, anxiety. Make some minor adjustments to your daily routine and you can win the day. Listen to music, eat better, exercise, and you will definitely be able to climb out of the hole much sooner. Believe you me. Take care of your mental health. Next up, J.P. Crawford. Pistol fingers up. Let's go. Come on, J.P. RBI time, baby. Let's get back in this fucking game. Pitch is outside. 1-1 count. Here we go. What's good, brother? Let's go, Mariners. Let's go, Captain Oreo. It's our time this inning. We could get 1 to 3 runs this inning. Even 1 at this point would be a success. You know, we've left 2 stranded in the first, 2 stranded in the second. We've got to find a way to be able to combat this, and we're going to have to try to get at least a run or 2 on Ryan. Otherwise, we're not going to get anything until he goes out, and then we have to pray that their bullpen sucks ass and that we can end up getting those runs in the 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th inning to catch up. It would be nice to be able to be at least an inning ahead of schedule to get something on Ryan, and depending on how bad Ryan does in this inning, maybe we pull him, in this inning instead of the 6th. That could really help us out. 2-2 pitch to Crawford from Ryan. Fouls that one back behind home plate. 2-2 count. I appreciate you, Odin. You're the man. Lots of bills to pay, man. Come on, JP. Fouls that one back. Count remains 2-2. Come on, JP. Come on, JP. JP! Oh, line drive. And that's going to keep Demo at third. Fuck. Demo with a triple with no outs. JP Crawford had the right idea, line drive, but it went right into the mitt of the right fielder. Nothing we can do there. Right into Max Kepler's glove. Next up, it's the birthday boy, third baseman, Hollywood Josh Rojas. He can get an RBI. He's been very good in the 9-hole since we moved him from the 2-hole to the 9-hole. Now he's back into the 2-hole. Bunt. Safe. All right. Had to keep him honest there. Demo did not go, and Hollywood was safe at first. Now he got runners on the corners. But the only problem is, in this scenario, when you got runners on the corners, Julio better not hit into a double play, because if he does, then we're not going to get anything this inning, and they're going to come out unscathed with another 2 runs, jammed here on the bags and not obviously scoring. Come on, Julio. Don't be a fucking scrub. We need you. Play like a fucking all-star. Let's go. Come on, Julio. And again, this type of scenario is great. Runners on the corners. But anytime I see a runner at first with 1 out or runners on the corners, it's much worse than runners at first and second. Because when you have second base open, if it's hit right to the shortstop or the second baseman, it's almost an automatic double play. So unless, the throw is botched or if the fielding attempt is botched. But hopefully Julio can hit it a little bit harder and get it into the outfield, rather than into the infield. Otherwise, we're going to be screwed here. Yeah, I like that photo. One of my favorites, dude. You're the man. I'll throw that up here in a second. I'm going to send it to you on the Twitter/X so I can grab it from your account, and then I'll pull it over, and then we'll post that. Come on, Julio. Come on, baby. This is the best chance we've had since the first and second inning. Bottom of the 5th. We're down 3-0. It feels like 6-0. Runners on the corners. 1 out. Dylan Moore with a triple with no outs to start it off this inning. Come on. 1-1 pitch. Fucking A, Julio. Bobble throw. Out at home. We got to see a replay. Are we going to challenge? Safe? He's safe, man. He's safe. Hell yeah. Yeah, baby. Demo, nice tag running, baby. He's safe. That'll be 3-1 Twins. Mariners challenge. He's in there, baby. Got his hand in there. And even the attempt on the tag, I don't even know if he even got him. He missed him completely. And by the time he slid in, he didn't even tag him. He went for the tag, but he missed him completely. There we go. There we go, Captain Oreo. We're back in business, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Our time. We got to win this series, baby. I mean, it just would be nice if we didn't have to wait until the 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th inning to actually get some fucking runs and hits, in our favor. But that's just the way this Mariner team has been built. Yes. Let's go. Yeah, baby. Bring that electricity, baby. Let's go. Bottom of the 5th, runners at first and second with one out. Who's this handsome fella? Who's that handsome guy? Killer beard, brother. Love it. That's my boy, Odin's son. Appreciate you, my guy. Bottom of the 5th, 3-1 Minnesota. Runners at first and second with one out. Next up is Big Dumper, Cal Raleigh. Let's go, Cal. 201 average, 14 homers, 50 ribbies. The best clutch player on the Mariners in the 7th inning and beyond. Great defensive catcher. He can do it all. Really, the only problem with Cal is the batting average that needs to be not 200 to 220. It needs to be 250 to 300. And hopefully one day he can get to that point, and then he'll be a perennial all-star. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go, baby. I got you. Captain Oreo with a 5-er. Stacks on stacks, racks on racks, little cactus jack, bang, bang. Mariner Moose incoming. Come on, baby. 1-2 pitch. Cal popped up. They can't see it. Yes! Yes! Woo! Yeah! There we go. I like that, baby. Cal Raleigh popped up. Bases loaded. Couldn't see the baseball. Single to right. Rodriguez to second. Rojas to third. Mariner Moose. Let's go. Yes, sir. He got blinded by the sun, and the ball went about 2 feet next to him. After being the hero yesterday, Byron Buxton dropping the bag, fumbling the bag. We'll take that. Next up, right fielder Luke Raley. And after having 4 RBIs yesterday in a 3-run blast, Buxton with a huge error. Now we got bases loaded with one out. Now, how amazing would it be right here if Luke Raley ended up getting a nice RBI single, an RBI double, or if we ended up having a grand salami? Get the rye bread and mustard, baby. Let's go. Come on, Luke. Here we go. Got to get at least one more run this inning. Yeah. Run, run, run. Yes. Woo! Let's go. 3-2 Twins. And guess who's up? Ryan Bliss. Let's go. Bases loaded with 1 out. What if Ryan Bliss goes crazy? Let's go. Yes, what a comeback. Let's go. Fuck yeah. Let's go. One of my favorite up-and-coming Mariners, Ryan Bliss. Let's go, baby. He was on our team. We traded him to the Diamondbacks, and then we traded back for him in the Paul Sewald trade. Ryan Bliss, Dominic Canzone, Hollywood Rojas for Paul Sewald. Let's go, Bliss. Let's go. 3-2 Twins. And it shows you in baseball how things can change in a matter of a half inning, where it looks like the game was going to be 3-0. We were probably pacing to lose 6-0 or 6-1 like yesterday, right? We lost 5-1, and it was over after that Buxton homer in the 6th. And we found an inning where we could kind of fuck up this pitcher right before he's supposed to go out in the 6th. And we obviously are trying to work on him as much as we can. And depending on how many more runs we get, he might be out this inning. Big swing and a miss. Bliss, 0-2 count. Come on, Ryan. Stand with Ricane in the building. What's good? Let's go. Let's go. And Bliss has only played 22 games, so I mean, you can't expect too much from him. But again, on the road trip against the Marlins and the Rays, pretty good, for the limited time. Big swing and a miss. There goes Ryan Bliss. But you know what? I still like you more than Polanco. It's okay, Ryan. Not everyone can be a hero. Next up, second baseman, Jorge Polanco. Come on, Jorge. I mean, if you really want to get on my good side, go for a grand salami right here. Give me the trident, hit a grand salami. Let's go up 6-3. And then if you do that, not all things are going to be forgiven. We still don't really like you as a Seattle Mariner, but it would be a really big turning point in your career here in Seattle on how we view you as a player. Can you come up big in a big moment? Let's go. Josh, all the way from Georgia, trident up. Let's go. Ukraine in the building. Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. And Polanco fumbling the bag again. Bases loaded and stranded. But on the bright side, we scored 2. And again, it looked like we were going to score anything this game. So again, we kind of roughed up the starting pitcher a little bit. We'll see if he's back next inning in the 6th. But at least now, I think for Mariner fans, we feel like we have a chance instead of it being just like completely over like yesterday. But I was still going to give it a couple more innings based off vibe. And at least now we're fighting to try to win the series. And we've been very, very good at home. Again, 28-13 at home with a 47-38 record overall. So much better at home than on the road. Fucking A, man. Polanco. Boo. But at least we got 2 there. And it all started off with that Demo triple. Nice job. And obviously, we got a little lucky with that Cal Raleigh hit into the outfield that Buxton got blinded by the sun and dropped, which would have normally been a routine play, but we'll take it. Let's go to the top of the 6th inning. See who's up next for the Minnesota Twins. Let me know what other photos that you want to see, Odin, and I got you. Next up for Minnesota, 0-for-2 with a K, third baseman Royce Lewis. Batting second, first baseman Carlos Santana. And batting third, center fielder Byron Buxton. Let's go, Mariners. Like, sub, donate, comment, share. Help your boy out. Let's see where we're at on the like. Where are we at? Let's try to get to 30 to 50 on the stream. We got 34 people watching on YouTube. Another, 16 watching on Twitter/X. And we're at 27. We need 3 more likes to hit 30. So if you are in the room and haven't smashed the like button just yet, please do. It'll really help us out with the metrics and the analytics. 3 more to get to 30. And we want to get somewhere between 30 and 50 before the game ends. 3 more to get to 30. Let's go. We got 50 people in the building. Let's get it. It's a lot better of a feeling now. A couple fuck-ups by the Twins, we'll take that. All right, Luis Castillo, 5 innings pitched, 6 hits, 3 earned runs, 0 walks, 3 Ks, 77 pitches, 15 of the 21 first pitch strikes, 71.4%. But overall, really not that great of a start for Luis Castillo. But again, now we got guys in the bullpen that might be even worse than what Castillo did. Hopefully, Austin Both won't fumble the bag. We want to win this fucking series. Let's go. Go, Austin. Pitch is outside, but they call it a strike. Off the plate. Come on, Austin. Top of the 6th, 3-2 Twins. O2 pitch to Lewis. Chop foul behind the plate. Count remains 0-2. But I'm very excited to be able to go see the Orioles in Seattle here on July 4th. I probably will only get to go to 1 or 2 games all year. And again, I will really look forward to going to Ducks games and Mariner games. A lot of times, the finances have to line up for me to be able to go where I want to sit. Luckily, my best friend Justin is going to be picking me up on Thursday early in the a.m. The game is on at 1. We'll leave at 8 a.m., get there at 11. The game starts at 1. It'll end at 4, and then we'll be back at 7:30. I'm not sure how many firework things that we're going to be doing. We'll probably be tired at that point, but hopefully we end up with a souvenir when we end up on the ride home. 1-2 pitch to Lewis. Big swing and a miss. Got him. There goes Royce. 1 away. Next up, first baseman Carlos Santana. Nice job, Austin. Next up, the former Mariner first baseman Carlos Santana. On the corner for a strike, 0-1 count. Big swing and a miss. Behind in the count, 0-2. I mean, if you want Minnesota to win the game, Kevin, yeah. But again, Bliss gives us a better chance, and not only Castillo, but quite a few other players. Batting average is a little low, but he's only played in like 20 games, 22 games, so. But had a nice little hot streak against the Marlins. At one point was 5 for 5. So we haven't seen Polanco do anything like that all year. I mean, normally Polanco's going to be batting around 150 to 190, and that just doesn't fucking cut it. So. And I believe, Bliss and Rojas got like the highest batting average for the team, which is not saying a whole lot. Baseball's the hardest thing to do, Kevin. It's not like you would be able to get out there and get a fucking base knock, or I wouldn't be able to get it either. You got to understand, hitting a baseball is the hardest thing in sports. Scoring a touchdown or making a three-pointer, much easier. Making a goal in hockey. Hitting a fucking baseball is like the hardest thing to do in sports. Playing catcher is one of the hardest positions to play in sports. Being a quality pitcher is one of the hardest things to do in sports. So again, of course we need to have guys that can actually fucking hit. But again, it's really tough to be able to hit in baseball, especially when you got 5-6 different pitches coming out of these starting pitchers. I mean, it's all good to complain and all but it's not like we're going to be able to get hits either. Much harder than people think. Popped up. Go to the bottom of the 6th inning, 3-2 Minnesota. Yeah, regardless if they get paid millions or not, it's very easy to criticize from the couch, but again, it's very difficult. And look at how many teams that don't have a 300 hitter this year. Go to the MLB.com and scroll and look to see how many teams actually have a 300 hitter and how many they have. It's not like it was back in the 80s and 90s where you could end up having 6 guys that are batting over 300 on the roster, and you might have 1 or 2 batting 350 to 4. It's not like that anymore. It's a pitching league. The rules have changed with the pitch comm and everything else, so you can get paid millions of dollars. But again, the difference between being able to stay in the league, getting 3 hits out of 10 or 2 hits out of 10. It's not like guys are going 7 out of 10 and batting 700. It's a lot more difficult than people think. Now, of course, everyone is frustrated as a Mariner fan that we can actually get guys that could fucking hit, regardless of how much you're getting paid. Okay. But again, it's not like anyone's going to be able to do it from the couch, bud. Remember that. Let's go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Let's see who's up next here for the Mariners. Next up for the Mariners, 0 for 1 with a K, first baseman Ty France. Batting second, 1 for 2 with a triple, a run, and a K. Left fielder, Demo Dylan Moore. And batting third, shortstop, J.P. Crawford. Trident's up. Let's go. Go, baby. 4 more likes to get to 30. Let's get there. 3 more to get to 30. We're at 27. Like, sub, donate, comment, share. Bottom of the 6th, 3-2. I like our chances. And we're probably going to see Joe Ryan for just this inning, and then I would assume this will be the last inning that he pitches. See where he's at on numbers. Where are you at? So he's at 86 pitches. So yeah, this will be the last inning. Castillo only made it to 77 pitches. Pitch is high, 2-0 count, and hopefully he gets pulled and he doesn't finish this inning. And then we can bring in someone else and we can still tie the game up here. Let's go, France. Blue Jay in the building. What's good? Pitches inside on the corner. 2-1 count. Yeah, with that kind of mentality, Kevin, then no one on the roster would be paid because everyone sucks ass. If you're trying to pay him like Mr. Deeds, then that means that no one on the team would be paid. We wouldn't even have a team. And with all that being said, we're still a first-place team in 47 wins, 38 losses, first place in the American League West, and we can't hit. So you got to take it for what it is. We get a couple guys that can hit, a couple bullpen guys. Maybe we make the ALCS or the World Series this year. You never know. It all depends on who gets hot and healthy. Orioles, Yankees, and Guardians have a few injuries. The Twins and the Royals and the Mariners take advantage. Who knows what happens? But I don't think we're a World Series team right now. Not one bit. I don't even think we're good enough to make the ALCS. We could make the ALDS, but I don't think we're good enough to make the ALCS. I mean, we'd have to really, get healthy, bring in a few bats, get a couple more bullpen guys, and then everything would have to be clicking. And then we'd have to be able to try to score 4 runs on average almost every game, after the All-Star break. And I don't know if we're going to be able to do anything like that, but one day, we will be a good hitting team. I just don't know if it's going to be after the All-Star break or after the trade deadline. I mean, considering we have nobody batting 300. It's like if the highest guys on our team are batting like 260 to 270, that's not good. But we're still first place. We're not a last place team. So, and even with all our problems and all our woes, we're still better than the Astros and Rangers, A's, and Angels. So, throw to first. 1 away. Next up for the Mariners, 1 for 2 with a run in the K, left fielder Dylan Moore. Let's go Demo. Last at bat, he had a triple, and we might need something like that again. Let's go Demo. I don't know. I already know you got Bo Bichette and Vlad for 1 more year, and then they'll probably go to another team anyways. But I don't know, man. I really like Cole Young. I like Colt Emerson. I like Lazaro Montes and Harry Ford. I really don't want to trade any of 4 of those guys. And we still got Ryan Bliss and Tyler Locklear, waiting in the wings to be able to replace guys like Ty France or Jorge Polanco. But, again, we might end up doing a trade for a Pete Alonso or a Bo Bichette or a Vlad Jr. or a Luis Robert Jr., or it might end up being for a lower name player like Brent Rooker on the A's or a Brian De La Cruz on the Marlins. I mean, I don't really know what route they're going to go, but all I know is whoever we bring in, I hope that they mesh well, not like Polanco and Garv, and we actually can get some fucking production. Otherwise, I'd rather just go with the young guys and keep them on the roster. But I don't really want to give up, Colt Emerson, Cole Young, Lazaro Montes, or Harry Ford. I mean, those are the 4 best prospects that we've had in the minors in a fucking long time. And all 4 of those guys could end up being starters for the Mariners in the near future. That's how good they are. It's not like, oh, maybe they'll pan out, maybe they won't. Like, there's a very good chance that all 4 of those guys could end up being on the roster playing. Maybe not all together at the same time, but I know a lot of Mariner fans don't want to give those guys up. Demo! Oh, just foul. And honestly, if we were going to end up trading for Vlad, you guys would get 3 prospects. It would be like Emerson, Young, and Montes, or Harry Ford, Cole Young, and Colt Emerson for Vlad. It wouldn't be just a 1 player for 1 player, especially when Vlad has already been established in the MLB and Young is just a prospect. You would be getting like 2 or 3 players and then, getting just 1. So 2-2 pitch. Throw to first, 2 away. But I would assume any big trade to Luis Robert Jr., Bo Bichette, Vlad Jr., for the big names, or Pete Alonso, it would be 3 top 100 prospects for that player. And it would be good ones. It wouldn't be like just like some average guy. It would be like our top guys. So that's what makes it kind of like, I don't know if it would be worth it. It's one thing to trade 1 guy for 1 guy, or maybe 2, but when you're talking about 3 top 100 players, and we're number 2 in the farm system, and normally we're never even in the top 10 in the farm. Normally we're like top, 25, or like we're number 20 out of 30 in the farm, not 2 overall. So that's why we're being very cautious, I think, with what we decide to do, money-wise. And again, if they could just, evaluate personnel a little bit better, realizing that Garv and Polanco weren't the answer, but too late now. But I guess it could be worse. We could still have guys like Lo Stella and Colton Wong on the team. So at least we were smart enough to move on from them. Like, sub, donate, comment, share. Let's go, baby. Let's hit 30. Try to get to 50. See where we're at. If you haven't smashed the like button just yet, please do. Shout out to all the people watching on Twitter/X as well as YouTube. Still need 3 more to get the goal. 31 are in the room. 3 of y'all haven't smashed the like button just yet. We got 28 now. Thank you so much. 2 more to hit the goal. All right, Joe Ryan is done. 10 Ks for fucking... We make everyone look like a fucking Cy Young candidate. It doesn't matter. It's like every game we're going to give up 10 to 15 fucking strikeouts. And Ryan with his 10 Ks, 5-5 record, 3.31 ERA. There should be no way that this guy gets fucking 10 Ks, but when you go against the number 1 strikeout team not only this year, but maybe in the last 100 years, the Mariners are pacing to be like the number one strikeout team in the last 100 years. That's how bad it is. I mean, we have guys that have a 1 win, 10 losses, an ERA of 10 that can still get 10 Ks on us. That's not good. So hopefully we can get a few bats to turn that stat around. Let's go, JP. One ball and one strike. Nice catch there in foul territory. 1 for 3 with a single in the first. Come on, JP. 216 average, 7 homers, 25 ribbies. It'd be really nice if we still had Jared Kelenic, Eugenio Suarez, and Teoscar Hernandez on the team. One-two pitch. Pitch is outside. 2-2 count. Thielbar to Crawford. Two-two pitch. JP fouls that one off towards first base. Count remains 2-2. Two-two pitch. Pitch is outside. 3-2 count. Count is full. Come on, JP. Three-two pitch. And he walked him. Let's go. Let's go. We'll take that. JP with a walk. Next up, third baseman, Hollywood Josh Rojas. It's your birthday today. I'd love for you to be able to do some damage here to tie this game up or take the lead. Let's go, Hollywood. Be electric, baby. Come on, Hollywood. Record in one-run games this season, 18-9 record for the Mariners, very similar to the record we had in 2022. But last year in 2023, we were terrible in one-run games. But we want to make sure we get past that. I mean, even if we end up winning 4-3, we got to be able to have a nice 6th, 7th, 8th inning. One of these innings we have to capitalize. Let's go. 1-1 count to Hollywood Rojas. 1 for 3 with a single in the 5th and a run. 259 average, 4 homers, 16 ribbies for Hollywood Josh Rojas. Can play anywhere from the 2-hole all the way to the 9-hole. JP. JP slides into second base safe, baby. Let's go. Trident's up. Runner in scoring position. 4 for 4 in stolen bags. Nice job, JP. Two-one pitch. Right down the middle from Thielbar to Rojas. Count is 2-2. Come on, Josh. Runners in scoring position. 294 average, 0 homers, 11 ribbies. Let's go, Hollywood. Pitch is inside, fouled back. Count remains 2-2. There we go. We hit 30 likes. We're at 31. 4 more to get to 35. And at 32, thank you so much. 8 more to get to 40 to hit the goal. Let's go. 78 more to hit on the dollar side to hit the goal on the donos. Bottom of the 6th, 3-2 Twins. Runner at second, JP Crawford. 3-2 pitch to Rojas from Thielbar. Walked him. Sometimes you just need that starting pitcher to go out to get caught up back in the game. It's 2 separate games, as we know. Runners now at first and second. Back-to-back walks. JP Crawford, Hollywood Josh Rojas on his birthday. Next up, center fielder Julio Rodriguez. Let's go, J-Rod. Bring that electricity. We need you. Trident up. Let's go, J-Rod. Let's go, baby. Come on, Julio. Time to be a hero here today. Come on, J-Rod. It had such a rough season. I don't even need a home run. Just get an RBI or a base knock. Pitch in the zone for a strike. And I wonder what his mentality is when he's in the box. Is he trying to swing for a home run every single time? Or has he shifted his focus on just trying to get singles and doubles? Julio? And we leave another 2 runs stranded. Julio Rodriguez, line drive to Santana. Man, we have left so many guys on base, and it's very hard to win a game when you do that. Mariners have 7 hits, only 2 runs. They have 6 hits with 3, so we're still in it. But, God, we have left so many stranded. It's like almost every inning we're leaving 2 stranded, and eventually that's going to catch up to you and bite you. Hopefully we can find a way in the 7th, 8th, and 9th. The best inning for the Mariners to get hits and runs is the 7th inning. So I went back and looked at all the stats on every single game, and the 7th inning is our #1 inning to actually get production. So obviously that's the next inning that we're going into, and we're still very, very good in the 8th and the 9th, even though the 7th is our best inning overall. So hopefully we have a monster 7th, 8th, and 9th, and we can find a way to at least tie it up. And if we have to win 4, 3, and 10, or in regulation, I'm okay with that. Let's go. I'm not sure if my boy Odin's son is still in the building, but let me throw up a little Bray Wyatt for him in the 6. Appreciate you. We're at 22, 78 to go. They definitely fumbled the bag with this character. Rest in peace, Bray Wyatt. Legend. All right, let's go to the top of the 7th inning. 3-2 Minnesota. Let's go. We still have a chance. I mean, hell, with all the guys that we've left on base, we should have the lead or at least be tied at this point, at the very least. Next up to the Minnesota Twins, right fielder Max Kepler, 1 for 2 with a run. Batting second baseman Austin Martin. And batting third, catcher Christian Vasquez. We got Bowman in the game. I don't know if I like that. Gosh, I wish we had better bullpen guys. We're at 34, like 6 more to get to 40. One-two pitch to Kepler. Pitch is low and at the knees. 2-2 count from Bowman to Kepler. We got 64 people watching. Top of the 7th, 3-2 Twins. Popped up. Dylan Moore is there, one away. And again, we won game number 1, 3-2-10. So that was a very exciting matchup early on. And then we ended up getting our ass kicked yesterday, 5-1. It was the Byron Buxton game. And now we're here, 3-2. We're right on the cusp. We want to win this series, but we have to have a very strong 7th, 8th, and 9th. And luckily, those are our 3 best innings. So hopefully the crowd will help will them to a victory. Pitches outside. 1-0 count to Austin Martin. Pitches outside again, 2-0 count. It's funny how things can change, you know, where you can be in firm control with your starting pitcher, and then as soon as that bullpen guy comes in, then the whole game is fucked after that. And you just got to hope out of those 2 or 3 guys that you have pitch after the starter, at least one of them is good. Because if you end up going through the 2nd pitcher, the 3rd pitcher, the 4th pitcher, the 5th pitcher, then obviously that team that's down will catch up. You know, just based on, you know, poor location, not being able to hit the strike zone, hitting batters, and getting walks, and getting automatic guys at 1st and 2nd base. 1-2 pitch. Line drive. JP Crawford is there, 2 away. Nice job, JP. Good defense. That's my boy. Next up for Minnesota, Christian Vasquez, 0 for 1 with a sac bunt in the 5th. Chopper towards 3rd, foul. Wild pitch. 1-1 count. Popped up. There we go. Easy 1-2-3 inning. Easy breezy cover girl. Let's go. 3-2 Twins. Bottom of the 7th, bottom of the 8th, bottom of the 9th. These are our innings. We got to be able to capitalize here and find a way out of at least 2 out of the 3 innings, unless we have one monster inning here in the 7th. Let's go. See who's up here next for the Seattle Mariners. Leading off for the Mariners, 1 for 3 with 2 Ks. The player that comes up the biggest in the 7th, 8th, and 9th, Cal Raleigh. Batting second for the Mariners, playing right field tonight. 2 for 3 with an RBI and a K. Right fielder, Luke Raley. And then they're going to have Ballman hit, which is ridiculous, but I guess that's what happens when you end up losing your catcher. And you have an automatic out, regardless of if it's Castillo or whoever ends up being the pitcher at that particular moment. Tough. It's like a wasted opportunity at the at-bat, but it's not like our main guys are really getting hits either, so. Shout out to Odin's son. Appreciate you. All right, let's see where we're at. We got 53 people in the building. All right, where we need 7 more likes to get to 40. We're at 33. So if you haven't smashed the like button just yet, please do. Now we're at 34. 6 more to get to 40, and we'll hit the goal. Let's go. Let's go, Big Dumper. Go, Cal. Let's go, baby. Need a rally. Mariner Moose time. Let's go, baby. Shout out to Captain Oreo. Appreciate you, Odin's son. And Steven. Appreciate the three of you so far. $73 to go to hit the goal. Let's go, baby. We need a rally time. Let's go. Okert in the game. No problem. I was going to do the 6, but I didn't know if you were watching still or if you were busy. Popped up. One away. There goes Cal Raleigh. No problem, man. I got a few more photos I can throw up for you. I don't know if you're busy and whatnot, but I messaged you on the text message as well. I mean, like I said, anything that you can end up, getting, for support really does help, especially if it's been a little underwhelming, in the last week and a half. So. Big swing and a miss to Luke Raley. Faces of fear. Oh, 1 pitch to Raley. Foul behind the plate. It's the sign. 0-2 count. 259 average, 9 homers, and 23 ribbies for Luke Raley. Let's go, Luke. One of the new addition Mariners that I think most Mariner fans enjoy and actually appreciate and like. Not necessarily like Polanco and Garv. Pitches outside. 1-2 count. Come on, Luke. Bottom of the 7th, 3-2 Twins. 1-2 pitch to Raley. Pitches outside. 2-2 count. Two pitch fouled back. Count remains 2-2. Let's go, Luke. Nice. I wish Bray was still alive, man. Two pitch. Chop foul. Two pitch from Okert to Raley. Chops that one foul. Got another one there for you. Pitch is high, 3-2 count. So the score was 3-0 And then Julio grounded into a fielder's choice to the pitcher. Moore scored on a fielding error from the pitcher. And then Rojas the second made it 3-1. And then Raley reached on a infield single to second. Rojas scored Raleigh to second, Rodriguez to third, and that made it 3-2. We had a nice little rally there in the fifth, but we're still down a run. But at least we feel that we have a chance here. Raley just fouling that off pitch after pitch. That was pitch number 9, 10. Four seam, slider, and sinker the last 3 pitches. Come on, Luke. Keep grinding, baby. Pitch number 11. Yes! That's why I'm telling you, Luke Raley is a top 5 player on the Mariners. It's all about his effort, his hustle, his determination, always running hard to first base every single time, always laying out on defense, even if he might end up getting injured himself. He sacrifices so much for this team. Nice job, Luke Raley. Think about how many guys, on an 11-pitch at-bat would just strike out or ground out or pop up, right? They would just give up after a while. Nice way to keep us in the game, Luke Raley. Fucking A. Let's go. Nice job, Luke. And now we got Victor Robles in, hitting for the pitcher. Thank God. Let's go, Robles. 209 average, 0 homers, and 3 ribbies. I know, man. I'm so excited. I can't wait for them to go on Monday Night Raw on Netflix. I get Netflix for free through my cell phone provider and activated everything. And I guess I've had it for a while, but I didn't know it with all my extra perks. I also get Apple Plus TV for free also with my plan. And again, when Monday Night Raw ends up being good and we're on Netflix in 2025, if Monday Night Football at whatever point ends up being kind of like a suspect game, we can end up doing a live stream for Monday Night Raw. And if we can watch it all together at the same time, obviously it won't be necessarily like a PG thing like on a cable. They'll definitely make it a little bit more adult based, and a little bit more swearing and a little bit more fun, I feel, for the Netflix side. And we can end up doing live streams for Monday Night Raw. I really look forward to doing those. Give us an extra thing to do throughout the month, besides the pay-per-view once a month. Throw to first, 2 away. Luke Raley into second. Next up for the Mariners, second baseman Jorge Polanco. Can you do anything against your former team? Come on, Jorge. Come on, Polo. Anything else you want to be able to see photo-wise, let me know. Odin, I got you. Look at this guy. That guy's a cool dude. I wish I had more Odin sons living close to me. Too bad you live in New York and I'm in Oregon. We're like literally on the opposite sides of the country, but you're my boy. I appreciate you very much. You got any concerts or any type of like wrestling con type of shows like Comic-Con, but for wrestlers or anything? I know that, you usually will send me things that, are available to you in New York. And obviously you're going to have a lot more options for concerts as well as cool things like a WrestleCon, in your particular area. Oregon doesn't get anything like that like you guys do. So, but you got any concerts that you're looking at possibly going to in the next couple months? Or wrestling events? Bottom of the 7th, 3-2 Twins, 2 outs, 0 for 2 with a K. Jorge Polanco is up. Will you be a hero or a zero? We'll find out. Hopefully a hero. Come on, Jorge. Oh, nice. Are you trying to save to go, or are you thinking that you're just kind of iffy on it, or what? I mean, obviously we know concert tickets cost some money, and you got a lot of bills and a lot of things on your plate on the daily, so that's awesome. You're gonna go? Nice. Did you buy your tickets already, or no? First pitch to Polanco into the dirt. 1-0 count. Cole Sands in the game now. Polanco 0 for 3 with a K. Let's not make it 0 for 4. I mean, you should have some extra motivation. This is your former team. Come on, Polo. Pitches inside, 2-0 count. I mean, maybe the best thing that we can hope for in Polanco is if he actually gets hit by a pitch and doesn't get injured or a walk. Sad to say, but any way we can get you to first, we'll take it. Are you going to mosh pit? Pitches inside, 3-0 count. Looks like we might get the walk out of Polo. Don't swing at anything stupid, Polo. .30 pitch to Polanco. Polanco! Off the wall! There we go. Finally, Jorge Polanco is getting his money's worth for the Mariners and actually doing something worthwhile. He didn't end up getting a home run, but it was close. Nice job, Jorge, with the big RBI to tie it up 3-3. And like I mentioned, this is the best inning for the Mariners, 1 through 9. Let's go. Ty France up next. Nice job, Polo. There we go, Polanco. Fucking A. We're tied up, baby. Let's go, Captain Oreo. Let's go. Let's go. Let's win this fucking series. We got the Orioles and Blue Jays next, so it's not going to be fucking easy. Big swing and a miss for Ty France. Finding the count 0-2. But even if we don't get anything else, we tied it up. So now we're in it. We just got to make sure we don't give up anything else, and we might be able to win 4-3 in the 8th, the 9th, or even in extras. We're in great position now. Just imagine if we actually could hit in the first 6 innings, and we actually had guys that were batting over 300. Then we might be able to, imagine if Kelenic and Teoscar were still on the roster. We would probably be able to get more opportunities than not to be at 4 or 5 runs instead of at 1 to 3 runs that we typically get to. 1-2 pitch to Ty France. Let's go. Polo sliding into second. Let's go. Fuck yeah. Like, sub, donate, comment, share. Help your boy out. We're fucking rallying, baby. Let's go. Yes, sir. Come on, Ty. 2-2 pitch. Fouls that one back. Come on, Ty. 366 average with runners in scoring position. Come on, baby. Come on, France. They're doing the wave in Seattle. 2-2 pitch. Chopper towards third, foul. How many photos do you need, Ty? Do you need a third one? I'll get you a third one. Come on, baby. Photo number 1. Photo number 2. Photo number 3. Let's go. Come on, Ty. Bottom of the 7th. 3-3. We're knotted up. Let's go. Ty right back to the pitcher. Fumbled the bag. Yeah, baby. Runners on the corners. Let's go. Flying Monk. Let's get it, baby. Well, it should be extra motivation playing against your former team, right? I mean, you would think that you would have your best opportunity to have some of your best games, depending on who's pitching, from your former team. There we go. Megan in the building. How are you? Next up for the Mariners, Demo, Dylan Moore. Let's go. Runners on the corners on first and third in our most productive inning, 1 through 9, the 7th, and we capitalize again. Pitch is low and at the knees, 1-0 count to Demo, who had an unexpected triple that started this rally for us a few innings ago. Let's go, Demo. Demo 1 for 3 with a triple in the 5th. Pitch is low, 2-0 count. Let's go, baby. Megan with the like and the share on the Twitter/X. Appreciate you. If you could smash the like button for me as well, I would greatly appreciate it. You probably have already done it. 2-0 pitch to Demo. Pitch is low and outside, but that one was called a strike. 2-1 count. See where we're at on the likes here. We got 46 people on the YouTube side, another 20 plus watching on Twitter/X. We're going to need 3 more to get to 40. 2 more to get to 40. We're at 38. We got 49 in the room. Demo pops up. Should be the end of the inning here. We leave 2 stranded again, but at least we're chipping away and we tied it up. Marvel in the building. What's good? Appreciate the like and the share, as well as the post, whenever I go on, Twitter/X or Instagram. Appreciate you. Let's go. 2 more likes to be able to get to 40. If you haven't came in and smashed the like button just yet, please do. Shout out to Marvel. Shout out to Megan. We need 1 more. There's 10 people in the room that haven't smashed the like button out of the 39 likes. We have 49 in the room, and then another 20 plus on Twitter/X. We have 66 in the room. And again, as the game goes further along, instead of having 63 in the room, it might go all the way up to 100, depending on if we go to extras. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Nice rally. And if you're just tuning in, a quick breakdown on the game on how it's gone so far. In the top of the first, Trevor Larnach ended up single to center. Castro scored 1-0 Minnesota, and that was a little heartbreaking. Then in the top of the 5th, Martin doubled to left. Kepler scored 2-0 Minnesota. Then Miranda singled to left. Martin scored in the top of the 5th, and it was 3-0 Minnesota, and a lot of Mariner fans were getting depressed. Then, in the bottom of the 5th, Julio grounded into a fielder's choice to the pitcher. Dylan Moore scored on a fielding error by the pitcher, Ryan. Rojas to second, then it made it 3-1. Then in the bottom of the 5th, Rayleigh reached on an infield single to second. Rojas scored. Raleigh to second. Rodriguez to third. And it was 3-2 Minnesota. Polanco singled to right, almost got a home run. Rayleigh scored, and now we have a 3-3 tie. Let's go Mariners. And again, the Mariners ended up winning the first game 3-2 in 10 in extras. We lost game 2 yesterday, got our ass kicked 5-1. It was the Byron Buxton game, 4 RBI game, as well as a 3-run blast. And we're here fighting away, trying to win 2 out of 3 against the Minnesota Twins. Let's go. And again, we have the day off tomorrow, so we can leave it all on the table. And then we got a 3-game set with the Orioles. Game 1, George Kirby. Game 2, Logan Gilbert. Game 3, Bryce Miller. I'll be there on July 4th. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Stanek in the game. Let's go. Sky high to Cal Raleigh. Fumbled the bag. We'll take that. Hell yeah. 1 away. Great start for Stanek. Yeah, they fumbled the bag there. They should have just had Willie swing. Stupid call. But we'll take it. Willie. Why would you bunt there? Next up, Jose Miranda. One for 3 and an RBI. DHing today for the Twins. 294 average here in 2024. Go, baby. Oh, 1 pitch. Wow, Jesus Christ. Stanek 5 feet above Cal Raleigh's head, and at least he caught it. 1-1 count. Come on, Stanek. All right, we hit over 40. 7 more to get to 50. We're at 43 likes. Nice hit by Jose Miranda into left field. Demo is there, keeps him at first. Nice job by the Twins. We're at 44 likes. We need 6 more to hit the goal for the night. And if you're in the room and you haven't smashed the like button just yet, please do. 6 more to hit the goal. And we'll be at 50. And we broke 50 yesterday as well, so that really helps. Nice job by Jose Miranda. Hit out to left field. Next up for the Twins, left fielder Trevor Larnach. I would assume it will be Andres Munoz. We have the day off tomorrow, so we can afford to put him in. Top of the 8th, 3-3, Minnesota and Seattle. Runner at first, 1 away. 0-1 pitch to Larnach. Uh-oh. Back. Gone! Into the front row. 5-3 Twins. Boo, David. Boo. Terrible timing for you to come into the room. Terrible. We might have just lost the game because of you. No, let's go, baby. No, let's go, baby. Boo. Fuck. Now we're going to have to work extra hard to try to tie it up, but that might have been the game there. After fighting all of that way to come back, Stanek just fucking blew it. Next up, third baseman Royce Lewis. Boo! Nice home run by Larnach there. Top of the 8th, 5-3 Minnesota. 0-1 pitch to Royce Lewis. 1-1 count. One pitch. Pitches inside. 2-1 count. All right, talk soon, Megan. Appreciate you. And that one kind of feels like a nail in the coffin a little bit. You know, just like when Byron Buxton hit that 3-run blast when it was 2-1 to make it 5-1, you kind of felt that it was over. And we're kind of feeling the same thing here. It's, you know, it's tough enough when you can't hit or get RBIs, you can't get home runs. You know, it's very difficult to be able to manufacture a good quality game from beginning to end. And for us to be able to just to tie it up, being down 3-0 to 3-3 was a big accomplishment. But again, it shows you how important the bullpen is. Nice clutch hitting from the Twins. Now they're up 5-3. Popped up on a 3-2 count. Luke Raley is there in right field, 2 away, but the damage is done. And I like the Twins and the Royals and the Mariners kind of being underdogs to the Guardians, the Orioles, and the Yankees. Because, again, if anyone slips up injury-wise, you know, Stephen Kwan, Jose Ramirez, Aaron Judge, Juan Soto, Adley Rutschman, Gunnar Henderson, don't think for a second that the Twins, Mariners, you know, or the Royals won't capitalize. They will, you know, and it's just tough. The Central is very good this year with the Guardians, Twins, and Royals, and it looks like they're going to end up winning this series unless we have a miracle in the bottom of the 8th and the bottom of the 9th to tie it up 5-5. I'm not saying it's completely over, but it kind of feels like it's over. So. Oh, 1 pitch. And of course, you know, if you got bullpen guys that aren't very good or very inconsistent, you know, that's what happens. You know, if you got guys that aren't very consistent, Stanek, for the most part, usually is, but just terrible location on the pitch and has been kind of all over the place. If you're looking at him, he's just kind of throwing it as hard as he can. Got 0 location. You know, 5 feet above the plate, 3 feet off the plate, 2 feet inside, into the dirt. You know, if Cal Raleigh wasn't catching as good as he is, he would have already had 3 wild pitches already. 3-1 count to Carlos Santana. 2-2 count to the former Mariner, Carlos Santana. But at this point, it feels like we might have like a 3% chance to tie it and maybe a 1% chance to win. That's how low it is at this point. It was hard enough to tie it up 3-3, but to give up a 2-run homer, I mean, we might as well be down 10-3 at this point rather than 5. Tough. Not impossible. We got to get 1 in the 8th, 1 in the 9th, or 2 in the 8th to tie it up. So it could happen, but will it happen? Probably not, but I hope. Fingers crossed. But these teams are definitely evenly matched, just like when we play the Guardians and the Royals. Very even. 2-2 pitch from Stanek to Santana. Hit hard towards first base. Stanek covers, but the damage is done. Let's go to the bottom of the 8th inning, 5-3 Minnesota. And more times than not, Stanek actually comes up big for us, but here's the one game where he fumbled the bag. Got to give credit where credit is due. Warnock hit the shit out of that ball, and it didn't go that far. It hit the front row, but it was far enough for them to get the 5-3 lead. Nice job. All right, let's see who's up next here for the Seattle Mariners to see if we can end up having some kind of rally. Next up for the Mariners, 1 for 3 with a base on ball. Shortstop, J.P. Crawford. Batting second, 0 for 3 on his birthday. A run, a base on ball, and a K. Hollywood, Josh Rojas. Let's go, Josh. And batting third, no fly zone. Center fielder, Julio Rodriguez. Only 1 for 4. Let's make it 2 for 5. Man. Tough. Cody Funderburk on the mound for the Twins. Bottom of the 8th, 5-3 Twins. First pitch is outside to J.P. Crawford, 1-0 count. Sarah in the building, what's good? Paisley peeking her head into the door. 1-1 count. Big wild swing there for JP. 1-2 count. Depends on who's pitching for the Astros and Blue Jays and where the game is being played. 1-2 pitch. JP. The third base, throw to first. Santana with a nice cleanup there, 1 away. Next up for the Mariners, third baseman, Hollywood Josh Rojas. Come on, baby. We need you to come up big on your birthday. Come on, Josh. Be electric, baby. We need you. Bottom of the 8th, 5-3 Twins. 1-0 pitch from Funderburk. to Rojas. Fouls that one behind the plate. 1-1 count. Come on, Josh. Like, sub, donate, comment, share. Help your boy out. We need a few more likes to get to 50. Let's get there. Big swing and a miss. 1-2 count. Let's see where we're at. We're at 47. We are so close. 3 more likes to hit the goal for the stream. 2 more likes to get there. We're at 48. If you're in the room and you haven't smashed the like button, help us get to 50. We only need 2 more people to do that. Little chopper, throw to first, 2 away. Next up for the Mariners, center fielder Julio Rodriguez. Come on, Julio. Pitch is high and in the zone for a strike, 0-1 count. Julio, 1 for 4, single, stolen base, and an RBI. Definitely been on a slump. I know he'll get better in July and August when the weather warms up, but definitely behind the 8 ball. Hit to third base and an easy 1-2-3 inning. He has no velocity whatsoever. No exit velo, nothing. Seems like almost a totally different player from his rookie year and last year to this year. He's definitely in his own head for sure. All right, end of the 8th. Let's go to the top of the 9th and see who's up for the Twins. Leading off for the Twins, 0 for 3 with a K, Byron Buxton. He was the hero last night for RBI night in a 3-run blast. Batting second, 1 for 3 with a run, right fielder Max Kepler. And batting third would have been Austin Martin, but they're going to actually have Farmer pinch hit. Let's see if I have a photo of Kyle. Yes, I do. So for Austin Martin, they are going to have Kyle Farmer pinch hit. Like I mentioned multiple times on the stream, make sure you guys are taking care of your mental health, addiction, depression, anxiety. These are things a lot of us go through on the daily or have in the past. So if you feel like you're slipping a little bit into the darkness, exercise a little bit more, go for a walk, eat a little bit healthier, listen to music. Even just doing those 3 minor things in your daily routine can help you win the day and get back to your normal self. Big facts. Let's go, baby. There we go. We hit 50 likes. Shout out to all the people watching in the room, especially the people watching on Twitter/X as well as on the YouTube chat side. We're at 50. Let's see if we can get anything above 50 for the win. We're at 50 right now. See if we can get to 55 or 60 before the game ends. Popped up. 1 away. Down goes Buxton. Fly out for Buxton to center to Julio. No fly zone. Next up, right fielder Max Kepler. Looks like they have Trent Thornton in the game. They are not using Munoz. I guess they're going to save him for the Orioles on Tuesday. Thornton was the one that gave up the 3-run blast to Byron Buxton yesterday, so I don't know how good I feel with him here in the 9th. You know, we already are down 2 runs. We don't want it to be 3 or 4 by the time it's the bottom of the 9th. Pitch in the zone for a strike, 1-1 count. Go to first, 2 away. Odin, are you still in the building? Pitch in the zone for a strike. To Kyle Farmer, 0-1 count. Farmer with a time call. Top of the ninth, 5-3 Minnesota. 0-1 pitch to Farmer. Pitch is low and at the knees. 1-1 count. Come on, baby. One pitch. Big swing and a miss. 1-2 count to Farmer. There we go. Nice job by Trent Thornton. All right, we're going to the bottom of the ninth inning. 5-3 Minnesota. I don't know. I think we're at 27 or 28, something like that. Let's see who's up here for Seattle. Last chance for the Mariners to make a comeback here. Doesn't really feel like it's going to happen. Feels like, just based on watching this team, for many, many, many years, it feels like, that we're going to lose this game 5-3. Can we get a run or a couple hits? It's possible, but this doesn't really feel like the comeback is going to happen, but I hope I'm wrong. Next up for the Mariners, 1 for 4 with 2 Ks. Our best clutch hitter after the 7th inning. DHing for Seattle, Cal Raleigh. Batting second, 3 for 4 with a run and RBI and a K. Right fielder Luke Raley. And then they have obviously Trent Thornton because Mitch Garver ended up having the injury and had to be removed. So they'll probably have someone instead of Thornton batting, but kind of feels like unless we get something out of Cal and Luke, it's over. We'll see what happens here. Hopefully we can find a way to tie it up 5-5 and win 6-5 in extras, but it just doesn't feel like it. And I had a kind of a bad feeling that we were only going to win 1 out of 3 against Minnesota, maybe 1 out of 3 against Baltimore, and hopefully not 1 out of 3 against the Blue Jays. You would think we could at least win 2 out of 3 against Toronto. Toronto is not a playoff team like Minnesota and Baltimore is. So you don't want to go 3 wins and 6 losses in a 3-game set at home after we got our ass kicked against the White Sox, right? The Miami Marlins and the Tampa Bay Rays. The road trip was terrible for us. And we're normally very good at home. We're 28-13, but you got to give credit where credit's due. DXBO in the building. What's good? Oh, let's go M's. Come on now. Come on, Cal. I mean, best case scenario, Cal gets a base hit and Luke Raley hits a homer, and then it's 5-5. And then if no one gets anything else for the rest of the inning, then we might be able to win in the 10th or the 11th. But I'm trying to think of scenarios where we could actually get it tied up. Can we get a number of hits in a row? It's all going to start off here with Big Dumper and Luke Raley. Coincidentally, 2 of my top 5 that are on the Mariners right now. Pitch in the zone for a strike. 0-1 count. Come on, Cal. Be electric, baby. We need you. It kind of feels like we only have maybe a 1% chance of, maybe a 3% chance to tie and maybe a 1% chance to win. It just doesn't feel very good here in the ninth. Yeah. Everything got fucked when Garv got hit on the wrist. So screwed up our whole, it's not like our guys can hit anyways. We don't have any 300 hitters, but the last thing that we need is our fucking pitchers to go in there and try to attempt to hit. Oh, man, tough day. That's why it's so important to get to 5 runs and 7 to 10 hits. When we get 3 runs or less, we have 5 wins and 40 losses. It's not pretty. We have to get 4 to 5 runs, and It's 3 runs or less isn't cutting it. But he was only put in that position when Garb got hurt, and then they had to throw in, the pitcher at that point. Chops that one foul. 1-2 count for Big Dumper. DXPO, appreciate you. Let's see if we can get to 55 likes before the game ends. We got 55 people watching on YouTube, 20 on Twitter/X. We're at 52 likes. 3 more to get to 55. 8 more to get to 7 more to get to 60. Pitch is high. Out of the zone. 2-2 count to Cal Raleigh. Thank you, DXPO. Appreciate you. Let's go, Cal. Chops that one towards third base. Foul. That remains 2-2. Come on, Big Dumper. Two pitch. Pitch is low and into the dirt. 3-2 count. Count is full. Come on. Come on, baby. Come on, Cal. Even getting a walk would be huge for us here. 3-2 pitch. Wow. Chop that one foul. And it went off the gear of the catcher. We'll take that. Come on, Cal. I mean, I put you on the thumb for a reason. Let's go, Big Dumper. Three-two pitch from Cal Raleigh. Come on, Cal. And struck him out. Good pitch there from Duran. One away. Tough. Next up, right fielder, Luke Raley. Come on, Luke. First pitch to Raley, pop behind foul plate. Home plate, one away. Now we're down 0-1 count to Luke Raley. Come on now. Oh, fuck. 0-1 pitch. Pitch is inside, 100-mile-an-hour pitch by Duran. 1-1 count. Elliot, have you watched The Bear yet? Worth watching. Even if you have to subscribe to Hulu, they do have a 1 month free if you haven't subscribed to it in a while. Raley chops that one foul. 1-2 count. Elliot with the like and the share on the Twitter/X. Appreciate you. We got 1 more like to get to 55, 6 more to get to 60. We got 50 on the YouTube side, 20 on the Twitter/X side. Raley chops it off himself. Count remains 1-2 as he's hobbling now. That would be a good thing to do. Started off at season 1, watching season 2, and then binging season 3. So that way you can keep up with everything. And we got a new episode of The House of the Dragon that's on tonight. So I'll be getting into that. And then obviously the Acolyte will be on Tuesday night. Obviously just trying to keep up with everything. And then if you're a fan of The Boys, obviously their new season came out this month as well. I haven't watched any of The Boys, so I would have to start that from season 1, obviously, to get to where they're at now. So you'll enjoy The Bear, man. It was very good. I'm not going to give any spoilers, but again, worth watching. Very, very good. Raley is a little banged up here, hobbling a little bit after that last pitch that he fouled off himself. We're at 55 likes, 5 more to get to 60. Let's go. Let's see if we can get to 60 likes before the stream ends. Shameless and the Bear. Yeah, and again, one thing about Shameless and the Bear that have in common are great actors and actresses. Perfectly picked people to play the roles in those shows. And in like The Bear and in Shameless, there's not just one main character. It's not just Frank. It's like everyone is a main character. That's how good it is. Same thing with The Bear. They have like 4 main characters. It's not just, the person you would think that would be the main. Like they follow the story of, every individual in there that's kind of a main character, which is nice. Bottom of the 9th, 5-3 Minnesota, 2-2 pitch to Rayleigh. And he grounds out to first, 2 away. And Mitch Haniger coming in. We don't want to have a pitcher obviously hitting. Let's go, Hanny. Come on, Haniger. Hopefully Mitch Garver's wrist isn't broken. Pitch is outside, 101 miles an hour to Haniger. 1-0 count, 214 average, 7 homers, 31 ribbies. And sometimes you can feel the momentum if a rally is going to happen. And sometimes things happen unexpectedly. But after giving up that 2-run blast to Lorna, it kind of felt like this game was over, just like yesterday or Byron Buxton, when they were up, like 2-1, and then they ended up hitting that 3-1 blast, 3-run homer to make it 5-1. It felt like it was over in the 6th inning, and it was. Haniger, looper, throw to first, and the game is over. And a shitty attempt by Haniger running to first, running it half-assed, 50%. If he would have ran as hard as he could have been safe. But he only ran 50%, and there you go. Final score, Minnesota Twins 5, Seattle Mariners 3. They end up winning the series 2 games out of 3. Congratulations to all the Minnesota Twins fans. Now we have a day off tomorrow, and then we'll be back in Seattle for a 3-game set against one of the best teams in baseball, the Baltimore Orioles. So on Tuesday night, George Kirby's on the mound. I'll do a live stream for that game. Wednesday night, Logan Gilbert is on the mound. I'll do a live stream for that game. And then on Thursday, on July 4th at 1 o'clock, I will be at the game, so there won't be any stream, but I will be hitting you guys up with some pictures on social media and maybe some videos, and hopefully I end up getting a foul ball from Adley Rushman, Gunnar Henderson, Cal Raleigh, or Julio Rodriguez. Tough loss, man. And again, the Minnesota Twins are the real deal. And unfortunate that we had a horrible road trip against the White Sox, the Marlins, and the Rays, and we couldn't win 2 out of 3. But I had a weird feeling that we might only win 1 out of 3 in this series, 1 out of 3 against Baltimore, and maybe even only 1 out of 3 against the Blue Jays. I hope not. But hopefully we can do better than 3 wins and 6 losses after this homestand is up. Oh, rough one. Well, I hope everyone has a great rest of their Sunday afternoon/evening. We have the day off tomorrow. No Mariners, no Dodgers. And then we'll be back on Tuesday for the Baltimore Orioles and the Seattle Mariners. Final score, Minnesota Twins 5, Seattle Mariners 3. Shout out to all the people watching on Twitter/X as well as YouTube. I love you and I appreciate you. And I got one question for you. Who talk sports like us? Your boy Ryan, Northwest Sports Fanatics, and I'm out. Gang.